Hello, everyone, and welcome to Seeds of Defiance. Yes, this is the long-lost fourth episode, so we are jumping straight back in. But before that, I would like to thank you for joining us for an evening of Dungeons and Dragons. My name is Sean, and I will be your Dungeon Master tonight. We are thrilled to be streaming at twitch.tv/RollTogetherRPG. For those who are new to Dungeons and Dragons, everyone here plays a fantasy character in a fantasy universe. The 5 players each have their own unique character with sheets that tell them who they are, what they can do, their deepest secrets, and what dice to roll. And they will mostly be rolling a 20-sided dice. Thank you, editors, for my handy-dandy device. I'm going to do this side. Exits are here. Yeah. They will mostly be rolling a 20-sided dice to see if they succeed in what they are trying to do, with a 20 being good and a 1 being hilariously bad. And once they play their characters, everything else in the fantasy universe is played by me. People, monsters, weather patterns, overbearing patrons, all of that and everything in between. Between me describing the world and the story, and the players describing what they want to do in it, and some dice rolls just to keep things unpredictable for all of us, we will tell our story. Speaking of the players, I would like everybody to introduce themselves, and I'm going to do it in the way that I always do it, which is alphabetically, which I'm afraid, Chris, means that you're going to go first. Please tell us your name, your pronouns, your character's name, your character's pronouns, and how that character is feeling at this point.
Okay, hello.
If you remember.
Of course I do. I'm Chris. I use they, them pronouns, and I'm playing Maureen, who also uses they, them pronouns. Maureen is a little rat person, and they are currently feeling terrified. Now, they pretty much always feel terrified, but currently especially terrified because we left the last show on a cliffhanger where I was stabbing a zombie thinking I'll take it out in one go, it'll be fine. And then it wasn't out in one go, and it definitely wasn't fine. So, Maureen's a scared little rat person, has a swarm of scared little rats that follow them round, and everything's definitely not fine. Back to you, Tom.
Cool. Now, can I please ask G to go next?
Sure. I'm G. I use he, him pronouns, and I'm playing protagonist Jones, who uses he, they pronouns. Protagonist Jones presents to the outside world as a very tall person with large metallic feet, a sort of dirty raincoat, a kind of bulky, odd-shaped body, and their head appears to be that of an octopus with some tentacle hands and a sort of sphere of magical sphere of water, or a sphere of water magically floating around the octopus head with a hat on top. They're a private investigator, like sort of hard-boiled private eye, so that they've been in some scrapes, but yeah, at this point they're quite on edge. They thought that this zombie was going to go down in one hit, and it hasn't, so that's troublesome.
Yeah, Sean, Octodad's on my side.
I imagine everybody's on your side. That's the way D&D works. Johnny.
Hi, I'm Johnny. I use he, him pronouns, and I'm playing Rex, the half-orc cleric of peace. Rex is, although he's a very strong and very proud cleric, he's very withered looking, very gaunt in the face. His body's been ravished. Ravished? Is that the right word? Not ravaged.
Ravaged.
Ravaged. It's being ravaged.
Different meaning.
Yeah, wrong word there. Ravaged in his line of work.
Could have been ravished at some point, you never know. I want to judge.
Yeah, you never know, yeah. He's obviously come under the negative effects of some kind of disease and poison in the past and left his body quite withered. Plus, he did go through a bit of an ordeal dealing with the bloat in Neverwinter recently, in which he grew eyes for a while, so his body's still recovering. I think he would be, at this moment in time, he's kind of trying to reassure another member of the party. And then kind of from the corner of the eye, just sees the, oh no, kind of situation, waiting for things to explode there, but also maybe in front of him too.
Speaking of member of the party being consoled, Rebecca.
Everything's fine. Why would Eldith need consoling? Hi, I am Rebecca. I use she, her pronouns. I'm playing Eldith Dewdrop, who is also using she, her pronouns, and is the absolute epitome of a fine, polished young lady, traipsing through the forest in her purple ball gown, her sparkly, sparkly heels, and her ability to grow giant anglerfish fangs and scary, scary claws whenever she doesn't get her own way. Yeah, Sean, everything's fine. I don't know what you mean. She definitely hasn't just seen someone that she seems to be quite emotionally attached to as a zombie. It's all completely according to plan, and there are happy bunnies everywhere.
And last, but by no means least, Scarlet.
Hi, I'm Scarlet. I go by she, they, and I'm playing Hera, who is a reborn warlock to the Grave Mother, the patron we are poking at the moment. With everything going on, I think mostly she's very concerned and confused and wants to learn more and is terrified for the emotional damage which will probably happen to everybody else in the party at the moment. So she wants to have the answers for them to help them, but doesn't have them. Doesn't have them.
Well, we will pick up with that, and I will give a recap for the audience as well in a bit. But before we kick off, this stream will run for 3 hours, and there will be a roughly 5 to 10 minute break somewhere near the middle. And here is a word from our sponsors. We are delighted to be sponsored by HeroForge. HeroForge offers fully customizable tabletop minis with dozens of fantasy species and thousands of parts to choose from. You can see all of the minis that we designed for this stream in the overlay, and they animate when we enter the combat, so look out for that. HeroForge are fantastic, so do check out the Pro membership where you can get premium access to features ahead of time, and beta access to things, and all sorts of cool stuff that just makes your life a lot easier. And you can check them out at heroforge.com.
We are delighted to be sponsored by Ultra Pro. They make accessories for D&D, Magic the Gathering, and more. My favourite part of the collection are their figurines of adorable power. Here is their gazer. They also make other things such as deck boxes if you play Magic the Gathering. You can find all of Ultra Pro stuff at ultrapro.com.
Hey friends, check out our new sponsor, Phoenix Dice, for a carefully curated menagerie of click-clack math rocks for your delectation. Check out their entire selection at phoenixdice.com, and just so you know, Phoenix Dice are all about living gloriously in the worlds of tabletop games and sustainably in this one, which means their dice are working to be recycled, their packaging is recycled, the dice are made of sustainable materials. It's all great stuff. You should definitely get involved. You can also join us today in chat with a chance to be in a raffle and win some Phoenix Dice of your own. Just put !dice into chat and you'll be in with a chance to win.
We are proud to be sponsored by Alchemy RPG. Reimagine your gaming experience with Alchemy. They're focused on creating immersive cinematic experiences everywhere you interact with tabletop role-playing games. Playing a game, creating a world, streaming, watching live games, discovering new content. Look at all the cool stuff that they are doing there. You can use environmental motion art, scene-based music, seamless character management to run your games over the internet, with upcoming features including homebrew content, streaming overlays, and spectator mode. So go and check out alchemyrpg.com.
We're delighted to be supported by Idle Champions of the Forgotten Realms, a Dungeons & Dragons strategy video game that brings together D&D characters from novels, adventures, and multiple live streams into a single grand adventure. Select your heroes and formation and battle through waves of monsters for free on PC, phone, PlayStation, Xbox, and Nintendo Switch. You can pop exclamation code into chat for a free Electrum chest.
We're delighted to be supported by Neverwinter. In Neverwinter, explore and defend one of the most beautiful cities from Dungeons & Dragons' Forgotten Realms campaign setting as it rises from the ashes of destruction. Epic stories, action combat, and classic role-playing await those heroes courageous enough to enter the fantastic world of Neverwinter. Neverwinter is completely free to play, so set yourself up an account today and pop !NW gift into chat for a link to a free gift.
Check out our wonderful supporters, Elderwood Academy, who make beautiful bespoke gaming-themed gear, including hex chest dice boxes, spellbook deck boxes disguised as bespoke ancient arcane tomes, and scroll and codex dice tower and rolling tray pairings. Make your own with their online designer at elderwoodacademy.com.
This stream will run for 3 hours, and there will be roughly a 5 to 10 minute break somewhere towards the middle. We run shows on Mondays, Tuesdays and Fridays at 6 p.m. Greenwich Meridian / British Summertime, which is 10 a.m. Pacific Time, 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 7 p.m. in mainland Britain, and 2 a.m. Tuesday mornings in Japan and parts of Australia. On Mondays, we run TTRPG streams. These can be one-shots, 4, 6, 8, or even 12 weeks long. You can always find our latest schedule at twitch.tv/rolltogetherrpg/schedule. On Tuesdays, we have our ongoing campaign, Fracture. And on Fridays, we have our talk show, Talk Together, and Talking is a Free Action, which lasts for 1 hour.
We are Roll Together RPG on all socials, so find us on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, and even TikTok. Links in chat.
Thank you to our D20 Club on Patreon. You can find a link in chat. Help us make our shows from just £1, $1, or $1 gold piece, and unlock more tiers by joining. Our D20 Club are fab. They've created a fan Discord for us. They've also made a wiki page for Roll Together. You can find that at rolltogether.fandom.com.
Welcome to our podcast listeners. If you also would like to listen to us via podcast, you can search Roll Together RPG on your favourite podcast provider. If we're not there, let us know and we will add ourselves to that list.
Finally, we play with a diverse group of players who play a diverse set of characters with wide-ranging sexual and gender identities. Our tables are trans and GNC positive, and we encourage and champion trans and GNC players and characters in our games. The DM and players may portray characters that are of a different gender to their own. We aim to avoid misgendering, but acknowledge that it does happen, and have a company policy in place for correcting people on pronouns. If we miss an instance of misgendering, we are open to being corrected, so please do just let us know if you think that one has been missed. Check out !safety in the chat for the content warnings and some of the safety tools that we use throughout with the TTRPG Safety Toolkit. And now, let us begin. So, it has been a while, my dear friends, so let us recap the journey thus far. Some of the key moments, I think. We started off in Neverwinter Woods, where the various party members were travelling through for a variety of different reasons. We discovered Maureen, who had disturbed a snapdragon, a literal plant monster dragon that had been presumably at rest, and everybody rushed to Maureen's aid. Not that they needed saving necessarily, because they did a hefty chunk of damage on their own. However, these things always go a little bit quicker and quieter when there are more of you there. Discovering that you were traveling more or less in the same direction, decided to travel together. Coming upon, on your way, a large obelisk, a very 100-foot tall, about 20-foot wide at the base, square prismoid. No, what's that? Pyramid. It's a large shape.
Changed shape 4 times in my head now.
It's a thing.
Obelisk?
It is an obelisk, and I'm trying to describe it without using the same word all the time. But it's an obelisk or a monolith. One of these two things.
Pointy top.
Yes. You discovered this item, and decided to do a little bit of scrying of the area to kind of work out what was what. Found out that not only was there this obelisk, seemed to be another one or two kind of on the edges of your scrying, and that there seemed to be a large number of undead around the bases of these obelisks. Remember that fact because it will become important very shortly. You also discovered that there were some humanoids a bit further off and decided to head there and discovered a community of rat folk who seemed to tend a garden belonging to the Grave Mother. You stayed the night with the rat folk community and then decided to head to where the garden was, where again you disturbed some of the Grave Mother's guardians, destroyed a large eggplant lettuce monster thing in the middle, and everything seemed to fade away, become a little bit less vivid as once you did. After a short rest, you headed back to the village where you discovered some myconids wearing clothing very similar to that of the rat folk that you had recently met. It turned out that they were the same and that there was a spell in the entire area making them appear innocuous, less so than a myconid population might well do. You decided to investigate the obelisks a little bit further, and you found that there were a number of zombies. To put a number on it, 16 precisely. One of whom was recognized by Eldith, Mr. Denver Bofield. Bofield,
for the anagram.
The mods will have it in the chat. Bofield.
Bond villain.
I've been expecting you, Eldith. Who appeared to have been zombified. All of these zombies seeming to have kind of vines and kind of snapdragon-like flower heads growing about their bodies, similar to some of the statues that you'd found in Grave Mother's garden. You decided that you wanted to try and put Denver to rest as quickly and efficiently as possible. However, upon severing some of the vines on his person, he suddenly became more vital, more enraged, and not quite as dead as you may have hoped. I will also add that as you kind of went for the kill, you dislodged something on Denver's person. An item fell to the floor. Miriam, I would ask for you to just give me an investigation roll. Actually, perception, I think. It's in the middle of combat, so...
Yes. 2 points of order.
Okay.
1. I have the mobile feat, so when I attack, I can auto-disengage and fuck off again, which I would like to do.
Absolutely fine.
Great. 2, Sean, if you're looking for synonyms for obelisk, the thesaurus.com has given me column, monolith, monument, and shaft. Shaft.
Sorry, what was that last one? I think my head
shaft.
Oh, thank you.
So there's a bunch of zombies gathered around the mound of this shaft.
Good. Yes, I will roll. What do you want?
Perception.
Thank you.
Yes.
12.
12. I think it's still enough. Like it's 12 is still above average, and
it's a 5
you know,
done.
I should have asked for your passive. It was probably 39.
17.
17. Oh yeah, that's right. It's Rex that's got the ridiculous.
Oh yeah, Rex is insane. Rex sees frogs burping 4 miles away, but
yeah.
I see the spider web before it's made.
Just
see
as
inside
you,
a spider's bum.
I really hope that makes the outtake. As you make the strike, realize that the zombie in front of you is not lying down.
Yeah, it's over 50 damage, to be clear. It was a ridiculously good hit.
It was.
Yeah. Concerned.
You hear a kind of noise on the ground beneath you, and you can just see a looks like a set of panpipes. Something in the back of your mind just tells you to grab it. Some of your rats as well are kind of like indicating that maybe this would be something.
Well, because part of my movement is my rats, can the rats sort of like just run over it and pick it up and take it with as we go back? Sure, why not?
Absolutely. You can all see
I don't know what happened. I'm sorry. I don't know what happened. Sorry.
As your rats kind of pass you this item, they pass over your gloves, and something kind of draws energy from your gloves, which you previously might have been aware were magical. They are now mundane. The pipes, however, that you've picked up seem to have taken on a new feature.
Much as I appreciate the magic item transfer, Sean, it's all really great. In character, Marine's going, I'm sorry, I had no idea what's going on with magic gloves and pipes. It's just really worried and concerned because it was supposed to be a one-hit down, and it isn't. And really feels like they've oversold what they can do, and it's probably screeching a bit too loud that they're sorry, and breaking stealth and all the rest of it.
Cool. So you rush back in, back to the party. You can see that the zombie that you had attacked is still upright. Looks over towards you, and there's a kind of a face of rage, and then the vines kind of temporarily try to re-knit around his kind of neck, and then the rage goes. He stares at Eldith and says, Eldith, what? Don't let him fool you. Don't trust him. But as he does so, the vines connection is kind of lost, and he goes back to passive.
In character.
Yes. Both. Sure.
Some of the other zombies kind of start to turn, hearing some of this kerfuffle. They all seem quite subdued. Denver appears to be placid again.
Can you, whatever you did before to wake him up, can you do that again?
I don't know what.
Do it again.
You want me to go and stab him again?
I don't know. Whatever you did, that was him for a second. Do it again. That's an order.
Can I look across at the others and go, guys, do you think I should stab him again? I definitely sliced through his neck at a really horrible angle.
Wait, what? Can I roll something to try and figure out what that was?
Sure.
Normally, if I stab someone that hard, they explode into bits sometimes.
Scarlet, please could you roll me a... I think nature is going to be the most obvious one here.
Okay.
I would allow Arcana if anybody else wanted to try something.
I'll roll Arcana.
Wow, no.
Could I assist Farah with the nature? Oh,
Sure.
don't you remember that thing on the book that I read that one time and told you about?
Roll with advantage.
Thank you.
I don't know shit about either of those things.
I rolled an 11 on Arcana.
11.
Oh no!
What did you roll? Even with advantage?
I rolled a 9 and an 8.
Nice.
Cool. Okay. I'm full.
Oh, I'm talking about the wrong book completely. I'm so sorry.
Yeah, I think it's possibly Rex helping in a distracting way.
Oh, so Rex fucked it. Okay.
With the 11, I wouldn't say the protagonist knows exactly what's going on, but for a brief second, it seemed like Denver was acting more like a reborn than a zombie. So there was something that started to happen. You don't know why. You don't know what did it. It was an 11.
Yeah, totally fair.
Can I try something?
Sure.
Now, this is very unlikely to work for several reasons, but and I take out my holy symbol of Kalimvor. Kalimvor, hello, are you there? Hello, anyone in? I would like to use divine intervention to try and communicate with my deity.
Burning it all.
Is
First
this
5 minutes, every spell slot, every ability, let's do it.
I need to roll a D100, and if I roll a 10 or under,
Nice.
if Kalimvor is accepting of my request for help.
okay? Roll me your D100.
Oh, D&D gods. That's 38.
38.
Are you in?
You get the divine equivalent of a answer machine holding tone.
No, that's the wrong god. Oh,
Kalimvor can't come to the phone right now.
Please leave your message.
Your devotion is very important to us. Please leave a message after. You are cleric number 1000 in the queue.
If everyone is dithering and not doing things, LD, actually, I have a hand axe because, of course, I do. I am going to take it out and walk towards Denver to do a slashy thing.
If you walk towards him, I will come with you in a kind of like, I'm right there to kill this. No, I don't know. Like the indecision of like, you're just not quite sure what to do, but following behind you because that's the right thing to do. I know that.
The zombies around you are kind of, again, they're just quite subdued. Like some of them look like they are trying to move towards you, but they're shambling even slower, if it's possible, than zombies that you may have previously encountered.
Are they literally zero threat? Can we move like just walk around them? They're like, oh, we're coming. Oh, give us 10 minutes. So like, what's the?
They're spread out enough that you can kind of weave between them, and they ebb and flow. Like they're not stationary in one spot.
Right.
It looks like they would try and go for you if you got close enough, but on their own volition, they're not moving fast enough to be able to keep pace with you.
Okay.
And also Denver was a bit on the edge as well, so there's a couple of them would need to kind of come a bit closer to you before they'd be imminently threatful.
Okay.
Like in English.
And then I'm just sort of like got my short swords up, ready to stab if necessary, but not doing anything because I don't understand. I mean, in character, I don't understand.
I think I'll use my emboldening bond as well on everyone but Marine, because Marine, you are literally the fastest thing Rex has ever seen. You probably don't need the help.
Rude, that's what it is. Rude.
What would LD like to do as you get up to Denver?
Escalating if there is no reaction. Probably start with a Bofield, this is where you talk to me. This is an order. You don't ignore me. And then probably give him a sharp smack around the cheek.
Okay. Is this an attack, or are you just trying to wake him up?
Just a wake up.
Okay.
Like a sharp, like say a really jerkish lord or lady might do to a subordinate. Because that's just what you do. Maybe, in theory.
I will still ask you to roll an unarmed strike, but this will not be dealing damage. This is a wake-up call only.
You get a D4 from my bond.
Unarmed. Oh, I have a +10. I am glad I'm not adding damage. 21.
21. That is enough. You slap Denver across the face, and you can see that the vines covering Denver's body are they kind of writhe. It's as if the severed connections from Mirine's strike are trying to kind of re-knit and trying to just bring back some semblance of the Denver that you knew.
So the vines look like they're helping Denver be Denver, not taking him away.
That would be what you feel from the way that you kind of connected.
I will grab some vines and try and stick them to him.
Roll me nature. Sorry.
I assist with that. Wait a minute. I don't think that's how it works. Whoa.
Sure.
It was 22. It's now 23 with an assist.
You find two rapidly budding ends and just kind of pull them together to speed up their regrowth, and you watch as they do kind of knit together. And for a brief second, Denver kind of the gaze focuses. Previously had been just kind of staring off into the distance, barely registering, but his gaze refocuses, and he's not quite got speech back yet, but you just see it behind the eyes that Denver is there.
You keep your photosynthesis, and we will be here to help you as soon as you are right as rain. Everybody, he's getting back to normal. Maybe we don't kill the zombies?
But he's dead.
A really awkward look at Hera. I don't think that
Something's
matters.
happening. Something's definitely happening.
Reminds me of Reborn.
Oh. So
Perhaps this has your grave mother's hand in it.
Well, did she create the zombies and now she's turning them into Reborn, or is she just gathering zombies to turn into Reborn randomly? I have too many questions.
Can I?
Perhaps the creation of Reborn is a side effect.
Maybe.
There are other creatures that aren't. There are other Reborn around. Yes.
Well, zombies.
Or are they zombies? Or are they Reborn? Sean?
So, as you look around, they look more like zombies. They're not acting in a way that Hera or any other Reborn that you've encountered. Rex and Hera would have known Giacomo.
I don't mean to be rude, but they look more like zombies than Reborn. Like Reborn are like Hera, they talk and walk around and do stuff, and those ones are going. They probably.
He was going, and then it was him. I saw it in his eyes.
So the vines are making them zombies and not Reborn.
No, well, the vines seem to be turning him from a zombie into a Reborn. I don't know.
I don't know.
I'll figure it. I'll figure this out. Don't worry.
What did he mean about not trusting him?
I have no idea. I mean, some of you are hymns, but I don't. There is no hymn specifically that we were talking about just before he got violently murdered, so I don't really know.
I would like to roll insight on that.
Okay.
Can I use my passive insight? I'm not really leaning in to see if she's being truthful. I'm just trying to get a gauge on her emotional state.
I'm just staring at Rick's protagonist like, is it one of you two? It's like, back and forth.
It could be me, but I don't think I've been distrustful.
22 on my insight.
22 on an insight roll, okay.
Yeah, I'm not rolling against it. LD is telling the truth.
Who was he murdered by?
People.
People are terrible.
Not a grave mothery sort of set up as far as, unless she's into, kidnapping bandits, which doesn't seem her style from the tiny mushroom people and Hera and the giant eggplant. But what would I know?
When did this happen?
You're asking a lot of questions.
I'm just trying to establish what is happening now.
Was it a he bandit? Could have been a she bandit or a they bandit.
There were lots of them. Okay. And they were a bit too busy doing murdering to make you want to trust them. That seems like sort of fruitless advice for final...
Is that why you are in the forest alone?
Sort of.
Is there a him? No, it doesn't matter.
I think what you said, Eldred, is quite right. It seems a little bit too small to be something potentially last words from your friend here. I think the individual your friend has spoken about maybe someone you haven't revealed to us, or maybe someone you haven't thought of. But right now we are currently surrounded by undeath of some kind, and this obelisk looming ahead. Perhaps we focus on what's in front of us and then take this back. So we're slightly safer.
Sean, can I go and tentatively get to a point where the zombie could, I'm out of range, then dart in, poke, and dart out again as what's going on with these zombies, trying to get a better sense of what's happening with them.
Okay. Can you make an insight roll? No. I think that's the fairest thing. It's a wisdom-based skill, come on. I mean, the alternative is investigation.
No, 13.
13. As you kind of dart in, prod a zombie, you can tell that something is restricting their faculties. It kind of, just a bit too late, tries to reach down and swipe where you were, but is a good 10.
Is there any sort of moment with, let's say Colorado, Denver, where there's a moment of still alive under all of this? Is there a moment of, I don't want to say life because it's not what I mean.
Cogency?
Positive undeathness. Yes, cogency. Cogency is a great word, yes. Is there a brief moment of cogency before they start doing mindless swiping where I was?
Not with the ones that you're kind of prodding.
This one's definitely just a zombie. They poked it and it looked like a zombie and did zombie things.
Short and DM question for you. As a very good cleric that I am, would I know whether or not this would work? If I cast Speak with Dead, would I be able to communicate with him?
God, such a fascinating thought.
It's one of those interesting kind of moral dilemmas. Can you cast Speak with Dead on a zombie? I think
no, it's not dead. It's undead. You can't. It's undead. They're completely different things.
It's
if you killed it, you could.
Yeah. Beans. What was I thinking?
What if we kill it and then I cast Revivify? Would that bring back the zombie?
You can't revivify a body that's been undead, because by being undead it has ceased being what it was and is now something else. Undead is a third state of matter.
I'm just trying to think of a way that Rex could understand what's going on, because obviously there's the potential for sentience, which means he is very much want to make sure that is safe and secured and protected. But if it's not, then it's a mockery, and it's it's a danger to everyone.
G. You hear in your head just a voice that you recognize, your client just speaking to you. Protagonist, how goes your investigation? Have you been able to get to the source of what is disrupting my research?
Not as yet. It appears to be connected to some form of potentially divine being called the Grave Mother.
I've heard of her. She mostly works through plants. Perhaps if you remove the plants, you will find that the disruption is ceased to be.
Perhaps the removal of the plants is much easier said than done. They are somewhat lethal plants.
I will leave it in your hands.
I will see what I can do.
You don't get a message back.
Whilst all of this is happening, is there any noticeable improvement in Denver? With the lines being plugged in.
Is it like a charging cable? Just sort of wiggle it a few times.
No.
The plants are starting to kind of get a bit more vital, and kind of one of them wraps around his neck in a way that at first you're kind of concerned, but then you notice a bud sprout on kind of his voice box, and it starts moving in the same way that a mouth does.
Oh.
And you get
really unpleasant. Hello.
You do get an approximation of Denver's voice speaking to you. He is not to be trusted. He made me this way.
Who?
The necromancer. I don't know.
When did you have time to meet a necromancer? You were on my parents' estate, and then you were with me, and then you were dead.
Sometime between me being dead and now.
Why would I trust a necromancer who turned a dead body into a weird flower zombie?
He kind of looks a little bit like the flash behind the eyes. He's not quite got full facial composure back, so isn't really making any facial features, but you can see kind of just something pass behind the eyes, and then the flower bud just again says, the flowers are not the problem. He has terrible plans.
How do we stop them?
And you must help her.
The Grave Mother?
I believe that's what she's called.
She seems really mean. Can you come back to life properly, and then it's not my fault anymore, and then everything's fine?
Wow. I don't know how. I guess I can talk to her. She might be able to do something.
Only if you want to. I suppose your wishes do matter slightly. Okay.
I've got some unfinished business. I'm supposed to see you through this forest, and so far that remains only half complete.
I think me getting you killed sort of releases you from that contract.
We'll discuss this once I'm not dead.
You're going to be very angry. Okay. I'm going to try and help with that not dead thing. I won't trust any necromancers, and will try and help the Grey Mother, even though she's really mean to my friend. And I'm really sorry for the whole getting you murdered thing. Okay, I can grow scary teeth now, by the way. That's new, don't worry about it. You stay there and be a plant, and
one eyebrow kind of comes to life and is just like a...
Love it. Completely zombified. One eyebrow.
It's just don't move. That's an order, and you grow and blossom, and will be yes. I will head back to my party.
Could I say something to Denver if possible, if there's space to do so? To walk up and hello, sir. Can you hear me? Okay.
Yes. Have you been keeping Eldith safe?
It's trying to, yes. I think she keeps herself safe, though. She's quite extraordinary.
Yes, I found that. How can I help you, sir?
Just a quick thing. I'd reach into my priest's satchel and I tear a little bit off my prayer book, and then I write my name down on a little piece of the papyrus, and then I'll slip it in to his I don't know, something inside, just somewhere.
He's wearing a kind of servant's jerkin and sort of quite fine to do uniform.
Yeah, I'll slip it into a pocket somewhere and say, if you do make a deal with the Grave Mother and decide to continue on, seek me out in Neverwinter if you struggle equating to your new self. I've spent quite a lot of time around Reborn, and I'd like to think myself a bit of an expert.
The other eyebrow kind of...
No, I'm offering him help at adjusting.
Sounds an awful like pitching.
It might be a bit scary and confusing at first, and my friend Hera over there she's gone through a lot, and if she's around, I'm sure she'd help as well. But anyway, you do you. Just back away slowly.
No worries.
Oh,
good job.
Thank you. That was...
Yep.
Was that? Do you think that went well?
Yeah, well, didn't smack you. That's good.
Yeah, it's true. Did you see the mouth? The little flower with the teeth.
It's pretty.
Are we trusting the talking flower?
Yeah.
Okay.
I have a very good insight into people's intentions, and I sense no evil here. At least not magic, yes, but from them, and no.
It's weird what things are evil and are not evil, because that looks fucking evil, and it's clearly fine.
He's the best person I've ever known.
No, not him. He looks fine. It's the talking flower that's seriously weird.
Yeah, is anyone else feeling just gently nauseous about all of that?
It was that little
pretty.
that got me.
How's it making noise? Is it like...
There are many ways to make voices.
Just the stamen are acting like a little tongue.
How is air passing through it? Sure, never mind.
Photosynthesis.
Magic.
So I don't know how much you heard of that, but there's a necromancer who is bad, and the Grave Mother is trying to stop him, and we should help her. Sorry, Hera, I know she's not very nice.
God, I'm quite conflicted on the situation myself, don't worry. No sorry necessary.
Oh, not another necromancer. Oh, God. I don't suppose you got the name?
The necromancer.
Oh.
It was an improvement on him, so I was, going to take what I could get.
What's a necromancer?
Dead person wizard.
Oh.
I believe he might be my client.
Wait, what?
I'm sorry.
I do not have proof, but putting pieces together in my head, I believe I may have been employed by this necromancer to clear away the plants that have turned his acolytes into these zombies because he wishes to make use of the obelisks.
You said you were just out for a stroll.
I say a lot of things.
So I guess we're going in the obelisk then?
Where is your client? I mean, protagonist, Mr. Jones, thank you for your candor. I appreciate the honesty very much. And you are not your employer. Where is he?
I do not know. I was contacted through an intermediary initially, and since then, all communication has been telepathic.
But are you going to help us if we decide to side against him, or do we kill you now?
Oh.
I do not believe you will be killing me.
Is that a brag or a statement of fidelity to our group?
It is a prediction.
None of the things you're saying are particularly reassuring in terms of saying that we can trust you because you've decided to side with.
Neither is threatening to kill me.
I have no particular desire to, and I would probably
And yet you threaten to nonetheless.
No threaten. Question of if your employer is on the opposite side of...
Correction, you implied you would need to kill me.
I am asking if we need to kill you. It is a question. I would like an answer. If we are agreeing to side with the Grave Mother and then you say that your employer is the Grave Mother's enemy, that does seem to place us on opposite sides. I am asking if that is in fact correct or if you are crossing sides. You have not yet answered my question.
Despite your suppositions about my intent, I am not going to stop anyone helping the Grave Mother. If I was intending to do so, I wouldn't very well have told you all that I believe my client to be this necromancer, would I?
Excellent. That's all I wanted to know. So are you going to... You're happy to not pull up all the plants as your employer has asked you to do?
No, I do not intend to do that.
Fantastic. I love the straight answers. Thank you.
I just put my hand up to my head and look at Hera like, oh, that was close.
Yep. Shh. Don't jinx it.
Chris, what is Murine up to during this?
Well, I rolled a 24 stealth, so I think no one knows where the fuck I am.
Oh, we've lost Marine again. Oh,
Doesn't like conflict. Has headed inside the obelisk to try and find out what's going on to stop the fight happening.
So this might be my fault. It is a solid stone. There's no going inside it.
Okay. Marina's walking around the obelisk looking for a way in.
That's absolutely fine.
It's kind of there must be a way in to try and stop this and stop my friends shouting at each other. Oh, I've gone round it twice now. Shitballs. Like, it's just that, basically.
Yeah, eventually you realise that this is a square and you've kind of done more sides than it has. But you do notice that there is this moss kind of growing on it. And as you've kind of walked around and you're just kind of taking in the sight of it, you can see that the moss is kind of eating into the sides of the obelisk. It's made of this kind of matte black stone, but it's kind of where this lichen is just eating into the side, clinging onto the side. It's starting to kind of crumble it away, and just tarnishing the edges.
Oh, wow. I was rolling to see if Murine, who is not very bright, has put 2 and 2 together. Rolled an 18.
Nice.
Is the obelisk... What happens if I reach out and tap it?
It's very cold. That's the best way to explain it. It's unnaturally cold. Not so cold that, your finger gets stuck to it or does any damage, but just it's, the sun is in the sky. It has been for a while. It's not an unpleasant day. So there's no reason for a structure out in the open to be as cold as it is.
Can I tap it with the butt of my short sword?
Yeah. Please roll me a con save.
Yeah.
That's a 4.
That's 4. Don't worry, I only did that to shut you up. Nothing happens. I mean, I've got to keep you on your toes somehow.
Asshole. Okay, that's happened a few times. Nothing happens. How brittle is the stone? Like, is it like where I'm tapping? Is it flaking away, or is it quite sturdy?
It's very sturdy stone. It takes a couple of taps to even make a discernible mark.
Can I try and like go to the bit where the moss is and try and do a little like there and see if that's like weakening it to a point where it could break immediately?
Okay. Yeah. Could you make me
another con save, perhaps, Sean?
No. Make me an attack.
17.
17. Yeah, you kind of near to where the lichen is. You kind of just tap, and some of the stone crumbles away. It seems to be a lot weaker where the moss is growing.
Am I sort of behind it if the other people are on the other side of it?
If you wish to be.
I will peer around. Are they still arguing?
No, they're just about finished.
I will look at all of them, look up at the obelisk, look back at all of them. Just gonna stab it real hard.
Okay. Make another attack.
Ooh. 21.
21. Roll me your damage.
Okay. I can't make it my favoured foe, can I? Because it's an obelisk.
You really hate obelisks.
I hate objects.
Is it a creature, is the question?
It's not a creature, it's a structure. So no, I would say no.
I will add my rat's extra damage on, though.
So as you stab in, your rats just go...
Yeah, I'm like,
Fuck this moss up.
Put this motherfucking system down. 13 damage total, because I can't sneak attack on a objet. 13.
Bang. Yeah, 13. I mean, this is a pretty massive obelisk. 13 is a drop in the ocean compared to, the structure itself. But you do a fair amount of damage in localized terms. It kind of crumbles away. It seems to be this strange stone throughout, and you can't see any discernible gaps either. Like it's almost as if it's been hewn from one single weird slate.
Okay. I think in Murine's mind, this thing is bad, and therefore they're going to keep hitting it until it breaks, because that will make the arguments stop.
Okay.
I assume we'd hear.
Yeah.
Yeah. What? Is that a woodpecker?
Remake your stealth check maybe with
Oh, I don't attack. I mean, I can attack stealthily. I'm not attacking this obelisk stealthily because it's made of stone and I'm a tiny rat. So it's more like sort of just bashing away at it with the short sword as a kind of a...
I am happy for you to...
having the rats crawl up it wherever there's moss and just like bite their way into it. Yeah.
Please, could you... So I would say that everybody at this point is able to hear Murine's persistent chipping away at this this monolith, and you receive another message in your head.
Whatever you're doing, stop doing it, please. Thank you.
Your friend seems to be actively working against us, protagonist. I would request that you ask him to stop.
Ask them to stop.
Sorry. Ask them to stop.
Fuck you, necromancer.
I want them to stop. Yeah, so protagonist will walk around the obelisk Murine, please stop that. If you wish to destroy it, I believe there are better ways.
You're right there, Magnus. You.
That was not in character.
Okay. Sorry. I just thought if the obelisk was gone, we'd all stop fighting about it.
Like I said, I believe there are better ways.
Okay, I'll stop.
Protagonist, you receive another message. Did I hear you right? There are other ways to destroy it.
Oh no.
He's dropping.
I feel like I'm going to have to take matters into my own hands, aren't I? Please could both of you make a Constitution saving throw.
Oh yeah, fine. Con save. Mm-hmm. Burned by this.
Yeah.
17.
Okay.
13.
17 is enough. 13 is not. Murine, you managed to instinctively just kind of jump away from the monolith as yourself, protagonist, and the moss on this side are engulfed in a 20-foot radius sphere of poisonous gas.
Protagonist gets to add a D4 to your saving throw from my bond, by the way. Don't forget.
Sorry?
You get to add a D4 to your saving throws from my bond.
Okay. Also, if it's against being poisoned, I have advantage.
Oh. I guess so then. Yeah.
Octodads famously don't get poisoned.
Can't penetrate the water.
With the advantage and that D4, it's a dirty 20.
Boom.
That's 20. Yes. So you kind of, you almost get like an inkling. Sorry, squid humor. As you you kind of get a thought in your mind of just this thing happening before it happens, and you manage to again as well just step out. But you notice that the moss starts to shrivel up a little bit in the wake of this large cloud, which
I do not think my client will be paying me.
What just happened? Why did the obelisk fart?
As you scan around looking for the source of this, you can see that off in the distance, around about 100 feet away, there is a tall, gaunt individual wearing largely red robes, a shaved head, which appears to have a variety of tattoos, various arcane symbols. You can't read them from here, but they kind of, you can tell that they're there from that distance. Please could everybody roll initiative?
Oh yes, because they look like someone we absolutely would have trusted without a warning.
Intermediaries, especially like Red Wizards of Fate don't turn up and go, by the way, this isn't evil at all.
I was very explicit that I knew that protagonist would not accept the contract if I gave it as described from the wizard. So
yeah,
24 initiative.
Ooh.
20 from Rex.
15 from Aldi.
Also 15.
Okay, who's got
17?
The higher dex?
Sorry.
I've got +3.
I have +2.
This is a
cool LD.
point of order as well. So you have my holy weapon is active for an hour. So Eldith, your hands are still glowing. And they deal an extra 2d8 radiant damage on your each attack.
2d8.
An extra 2d8 of radiant
I have
damage.
3 attacks per round if I use my hands. This is going to be great.
I know, it's great.
I forgot how much I love holy weapon. Thank you, Jenny.
And then emboldening bond means that everyone can add, who's bonded, sorry, Marine, gets to add a d4 to an attack roll, saving throw, or attack roll, ability check, or saving throw for the next 10 minutes.
Cool.
And remember, you can use your reaction to teleport to someone else's location and take damage from them.
Oh, I can't do that.
So just to clarify, so Mireen, you rolled the 24. Rex was a 20. Protagonist was the 17.
Yeah.
And then both Eldie and Hera rolled a 15, but Eldie's dexterity of +3 is higher, so you will win the tie. Unless, of course, you particularly want Hera to go first. Of the two of you, I'm more than happy for player discussion to take place as well.
You're fine. Claws go.
Claws go.
That's the Power Rangers slogan, right?
It is now.
Looks pretty impressive. Go, claws go. Just, there we go. Little comma in the middle. Just.
So, as you jump away from the cloud kill, Mireen, you, I think you probably take half if you succeed. Yes, you do. So I will be rolling the damage that you do take.
Okay.
And is protagonist's advantage, is that also resistance to poison?
Resistance, yes.
Quarter damage.
It does say you are affected even if you hold your breath or don't need to breathe. That's good to know.
Pox your skin, I think. It's
so
called cloud kill, not cloud gently murder you slowly over time.
I rolled a 19, so halved, that will be 9 points of poison damage each, please.
Quartered for G because G passed.
Yeah.
Yes, because you've got your... so, yeah, halving the 9 again, that gives you 4.
I seem to have 9 temp HP. I don't know why.
Oh, that's me. From my Inspiring Leader feat.
Oh, sweet. Sean, I am out of temp HP.
Yes, because I'm a very inspiring leader when I waffle all the time.
There we go, great.
Sweet. It is your turn first.
How far away is the Red Wizard of Thay?
100 feet. They were close enough to message. That was explicitly not sending that you were receiving. I wondered if you'd noticed me not counting.
Would Mireen know that Red Wizards of Thay are bad? I've never left Neverwinter, and I'm barely sapient.
I mean, I would let you roll a history, but I think that the DC is going to be, yeah.
Okay, then I'll make my life easy. I'll look at protagonist and go, is that a bad person? Good person? What's going on?
Rex will be looking worried.
What do you say, Jay? I didn't hear that over the...
I believe it is a bad person.
Okay. Right. Sean. I will cast Zephyr Strike.
Great.
Okay. With Zephyr Strike active, my movement speed is 45.
As you do.
Which means that as a Rogu, I can dash as a bonus action. Which means I can go 90 feet. However, Zephyr Strike increases my movement speed by 30. Now, I believe if I increase the movement speed by 30 and then I dash, it increases it by 60.
Yeah, sounds fair.
In other words, I can get to Red Wizard McFuckface.
And away.
And away. Sweet, let's do that. If I have Zephyr Strike active, I can get advantage on the attack, but then I lose the Zephyr. And I don't have any allies within 5 feet, so sneak attack isn't possible, and I can't hide. Sneak attack isn't possible. Go. Does my gathered swarm give me? No, it does not. Sorry, I've not played this character in a while. Right. I will use Zephyr Strike, and then I will run straight for this person. And I think it's like a running in, and then like a screech and a stab and
doing the Sonic the Hedgehog.
I've got a lot of emotions right now because my friends are arguing and someone's alive who I didn't want to be alive, and I thought I could kill a person and I couldn't kill a person, and I screwed up again, and it's all bad, and this wizard's to blame, and they're going to get it in the head and ass.
In the neck.
Yeah, and I'll give myself advantage on the attack roll, which means that I will lose it, so I will hit. I still get 30 feet extra. I can't come all the way back, but I'll sort of hit and loop around. So I'm relatively far away, let's say 160, 90, 150. I'm 50 feet away from the Red Wizard of Thay and arcing back around towards where the others are on the other side of the obelisk. There we go. Right. Do I hit them with the attack roll is the question. I'm going to do a stabby stab. Come on, advantage, stabby stab. Wow. Terrible. 16 to hit.
16. I have to just quickly look up some stuff because we have precast some things.
What, like mage armor?
Yes. So mage armor. Okay. And that one. Sorry, should really have written this all in. Okay, cool. It does hit 16.
Cool. That is 1d6 plus 4 plus a d6 plus a d8 plus a d6 from my swarm plus a d8 from the spell. I'll make him my favored foe. Him? Her?
How much of it counts as non-magical and how much of it counts as non-magical?
Interesting. None of my attacks are magical, but the Zephyr Strike is, so the d8 is magical. Do you need me to roll it separately?
Yes, please.
Okay. I will also make them, him, her, it.
The way that protagonist spoke about him, you gathered him.
And I will make him my favorite foe, which means I had a d4, which... Oh, that's d6 now, because I'm level 6. Great. That's everything. Right. Sorry. 1, 2, 3 d6 plus 4. Oh, plus a sneak attack. Chris has made a character that's too complicated to play quickly.
What, you? No.
Shush now. I can razz myself. Oh, and they haven't gone first yet, because I have assassinate, because they haven't gone first yet. It's a crit. It's an automatic crit.
Okay. Crit my wizard.
Should have noticed that earlier, sorry. Right, in which case all of this is doubled anyway. How many sneak attack dice is it at this point? Just tell me how many it is, D&D Beyond 2d6, sorry. No. Because the 4 is a half, 12, 24, 28 points of non-magical stabity death.
Mm-hmm. It doesn't do as much damage as you would have thought. It kind of bounces off a strange granite-like sheen across.
Stone's good. And 9 points of magical stabity death.
Okay, so that would be 23.
Oh no,
total.
sorry, 18 points of magical stabity death because it's doubled. Sneak attack.
Okay.
Kill the wizard in 1 hit. No. Okay. Well, I ran away.
We tried.
Okay.
So I'm doing maths now. The part of the game that we all love. So, okay. That is fine. And always, of course, it would be too good if I'd preempted and decided to give myself something useful, but I did not. I take the stab.
100 feet away, I'm probably fine, the rogue says. No.
What And how far away did you get?
50.
So nipped in 100 and back away again 50.
Yeah, like a bit of an arc. So straight in and then an arc.
Absolutely fine. In that case, is that everything on your turn?
Yes.
It is Rex up next.
Right, let's do this. I can't keep up, Marine. I moved by 30 feet whilst you've done your 100 and however much.
150.
150 feet, and I'm just there like, okay. But I did see that because I've got very good perception. So I'm assuming I saw the magical effect take some of the damage, kind of. Or I saw when Marine stabbed in, there was some kind of magical.
You've got a ridiculous perception, so I would say
24,
so.
yeah. Okay. No, sir, not today. And I would like to cast a spell magic.
I would like to counterspell that.
You can try.
Although I do need to roll a concentration check. You've just reminded me. So let's just hold that thought, and I'll let you know whether I actually still have it up in the first place.
Oh, good point, because that was a lot of damage.
Not hugely, because most of it's countered.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, it is indeed still up. It was quite a hard DC, but I did roll quite well.
Sean, I hate to be perstickety, but Johnny, what's the range on Dispel Magic?
120 feet.
Thank you. Sean, what's the range on 60 feet, mate. You can't counterspell.
Okay. Thank you very much. I don't have it in front of me, so I'm absolutely happy to be lawyered. No worries about that. Cool. Right, well, it's down then.
Thank you, Chris.
But I do still have a spell slot.
But yeah, I know. It's just I'm trying to make most of my stuff is concentration, and I want to make sure that this holy weapon gets as much use.
Yeah.
I've moved 30 feet, and I just turn around and look towards Eldith, and I'm like, Eldith, would you like a hand getting up here? And I cut. Can use my bonus action to deal a single point of damage to myself. So Eldith can, if wanted to, use their reaction to teleport.
And then you're 70 feet away.
Yeah, but that will make it.
Barbarian, you're fast.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
I'm first. I'm torn. I kind of want to save it to tank for when someone's actually taking a huge amount of damage. But also, yes, I want to get there and hit the nasty man. So, yes, please, I'll take it.
Is it just a once-off thing, or can you do it all the while you're concentrating on it?
It's a reaction.
It's a reaction, yeah, and it's not concentration. It's just a 10-minute effect. So, yeah. I mean, I imagine unless this combat lasts for a very long time. But that's only whilst you're within 30 feet, which is why I had to move that 30 feet to make sure that we could get the maximum out of it.
I do only have 30 feet movement, but...
Really?
Yes.
You're not going to get there then?
I was a fighter first and then a barbarian.
Boo.
I tried. But I'm up there with my shield and my mace comes out and I'm next to Eldith. Yeah, we've got this right.
Okay. That's everything on your turn then?
Yep, bonus action to attack myself. Action is to spell magic, movement, then yeah.
Okay. It is then the necromancer's turn. And you can see him weaving his arms in a kind of arcane, as wizards do, arcane kind of gesture, and reaches out, and the vines on 3 of the zombies wither away, and they suddenly become a lot more revitalized. Their muscles are bursting out of their chest, and the 3 zombies join the initiative order. That is, however, what he's doing with his action. I don't think I've really got anything that I can do with my bonus, so that is Oh. No, that is it. Yeah, he's gonna. He realizes he's maybe a little bit too close. He got close enough to be able to message protagonist, and realizes that that's still a little bit too close when you've got speedy rat people, and will kind of back away 30 feet to continue trying to shoot you from afar. But there are 3 zombies behind you that seem to be coming back to some sort of wakefulness. That is everything on his turn, so it is now protagonist.
Cool.
You're presumably near to these 3.
How near?
They're kind of all dotted around, so not near enough that if you move you'll take opportunity attack, but near enough that they're dangerous.
And how far is the necromancer?
Now, 130 feet.
Sorry, feet. Cool. I think I will probably have a quick glance at the zombies coming to wakefulness behind me, and just going to take a bit of a charge towards the necromancer. And I go 40 feet. So yeah, get a little bit past Rex and Eldith. And then I'm going to cast catapult on some sizable size rock in between me and the necromancer to hit him. So he needs to make a dex save.
Dex save, I shall do.
Eldith, he's definitely not getting paid now.
I've no idea what the rules of catapult are, but could you catapult me?
I think it specifies object.
Ooh. One of my rats?
Oh!
I'd allow it, but...
what was the
I'm
save?
not happy about allowing it.
What was the roll?
13.
13, yes.
That does not save, so...
Do not think so.
I'm just saying that Ginger Dan's free.
Ginger Dan.
That's not too bad.
Ginger Dan, the daredevil, rat.
Oh, yeah. Ginger Dan would be like, yeah, come on. Do it.
Magic weapon. Okay, so that's 19 damage.
19. Does it say whether it's mundane or does it become magical because of the catapult?
I imagine it's magical because of the cat. I mean, it's a spell. It's a spell attack.
Makes sense to me.
Stoneskin's down anyway, Sean. Got dispelled.
Sorry?
Stoneskin's down and got dispelled.
Thank you very much. Ignore me then.
Is it a stone or a rat? I want to know.
Well, so if I'm throwing a rat that does 19 damage to him, does it do 19 damage to the rat?
The rat's gone.
Ginger Dan died the way he lived, on fire.
Flung across the sky.
I feel like on our safety forms, hurting animals was probably one of them.
This isn't cruelty. He wants it.
So I think, well, the way that protagonist Jones's catapult works is actually, so he sort of lifts up an arm and there's a sort of like a thump noise, like a sort of grenade launcher type, that kind of thump as it launches, and it's a little ball and it just sort of lands and he aims at a rock and it would intentionally hit the rock and then catapult that off, but yeah, Ginger Dan maybe runs in the way, I guess.
Go gadget catapult, eh?
Yeah.
DM's fiat, Sean. It's up to you. I'm very happy for a ranter. Many rats died to save us in this adventure.
I am going to say that Ginger Dan limps away, but will take no further part in this adventure.
Dan, this isn't a time to retire.
working without safety nets.
And yeah, I don't have any other things I can do. No, nothing useful for a bonus action.
LD, you were up next.
So I have zapped next to Rex, but I'm still, was it 40 feet away?
30 back as well.
Yeah, so you moved 30 towards, he then moved 30 back, so you're still stuck at 100, and there's 3 zombies behind you. And you can see that the moss seems to be still kind of fizzling away the spell that was cast on that.
I don't want to be 100 feet away. That's not it.
Go back into the zombies so I can catch up with them.
But I want to hit the nasty necromancer who has turned my only friend in the world into... Like, there's logic, and then there is LD wants to murder the necromancer. Yeah, that was a very bad wisdom roll. I would like to spend my entire turn dashing towards the necromancer, please. That's it.
Fine. Okay.
Sorry. She's cross and sad.
I mean, I'm guessing, are you going to hold off on raging for the moment, just in case you don't manage to take a swing at him this turn?
I have. Well, that depends. I've never needed this before. What does it mean if something has the reach property? Does that mean I can reach 10 feet?
It goes 10, not 5.
Then I will definitely get a swing next turn because my tail, that I haven't used yet, has the reach property. So you're right. Yes, I'm not dashing as a bonus action because I'm not a monk today. So yes, I will do that. I will bonus action rage, so I am ready to go for next time. Thank you for the reminder.
That is absolutely fine.
Yes, I'm 40 feet away, raging. Thematically, there is a tail sprouting. And it's all going to be great.
What kind of tail? I hesitate to ask.
It's spiny.
Looking like an ankylosaurus one?
Wait! I have 6 levels in fighter. I'm going to action surge. Why would I not do that? I haven't played this character in some months, and my brain has turned to goops then for reasons. Okay, so first turn, I travel 60 feet and I rage. Second turn, I travel... and yes, as I rage, I grow my tail. That's what happens. Because when I enter my rage, I transform. So second turn, I'm going to use my movement to run 30 feet to get within 10 feet of him, at which point I would like to attack him with my tail. Now, I would love to be cheeky and argue that Rex cast Holy Weapon on my general unarmed nature, but it was specifically my hands, wasn't it?
But your magic item is the insignia of claws, is it not?
Yes.
I would say that Rex's spell could target that.
Small point of contention, Rebecca. You can't actually do that because it's an action surge. You get another action, not another set of movement. Don't double the entire turn. However...
You can to disengage, right?
No, you can dash twice. And dashing, rules of Spirit, Sean, it's up to you, doubles your movement. So if your movement is 30... and you use dash on one turn to go 60, on your next turn, arguably, you're going 60 total, so you go 90. So you still go the same distance, that's fine, but you haven't got an attack at the end of it.
I will take that if that's okay. I will, yeah. So dash for my first turn, run. So I end up in melee rather than within 10 feet. In that case, scrap the tail. I don't need the reach. The claws are better. I get an extra action each turn. I will use my claws out instead. That means we don't need to lawyer the holy weapon, and I get to deal more damage. I'm not entirely sure I followed but I trust Chris completely, and I'm not interested enough for the explanation, so it's all good.
You're within 5 feet. There's a tax opportunity if he tries to move. We're good.
I also have the sentinel feet, so let's go.
Yeah. Unless he fucking missed his
I don't have my reaction because I used it.
You do, because it's your turn now.
Yeah.
You have your reaction back. It's your turn. Oh, sure. I didn't say anything.
Go on.
Go on, man.
What?
So you can't use your you can't make an attack now, but you are basically right up in his
But
face.
I am in his grill, and yes, if I have my reaction back, I am ready to plonk him if he moves or if he tries to attack someone who's not me.
Okie dokie.
Thank you everyone for the teamwork to deal with my gloopy brain.
Come on, double dashing with that's just awkward. There's no easy way to do that.
If that's everything on your turn, then Hera,
I think
you're
that's
up.
enough.
Quite a bit.
Seeming as I'm probably left with the Zambles, I'm going to try and deal with the Zambles.
Okay.
So
True, we've left you entirely on your own.
okay. Am I in grabby grab distance of them, or? Okay.
No, so because they kind of started just in their kind of shambling state, they haven't advanced on you just yet. You would be able to get away without taking any opportunity attacks.
Okay. I'd like to definitely get a little bit of distance between me and them, so it's less of a grabby grab.
Towards Necromancer?
To the side, not necessarily towards Necromancer, friend.
There's kind of this is like the clearing, that kind of arc-shaped clearing between the monoliths that you could kind of see. So there is I would say about 50-foot gap kind of between like trees. So yeah, you can kind of, without entering the tree line, you could just kind of go slightly to one side.
Okay, yes, please. And I will Eldritch Blast, because I get 3 beams, 1 beam for each Zambeezel.
Just quick point of order. If you were to, as you're heading towards the Necromancer, would you go... So you headed east-ish towards, like back towards this monolith that you'd seen as you were traveling. Would you be on the kind of east side or the west side of the forest? So closer to the village or closer to where you started the whole adventure?
Does it
Really?
matter?
Apparently it does. I'm scared.
Just east or west?
What do you reckon, group consensus? Village.
Fuck those fucking Myconids, aren't they?
Okay, we're gonna hurt the tiny mushroom peoples for some reason. Scared.
Okay, so you went east. Okay.
That's 2. I got the 22. It's got a hit at least one of them.
Yeah, 22 hits.
Yay!
You can add a D4 onto the 11 that you rolled, because remember you're bonded with the emboldening
Of course I
bond,
am. Yes.
similar to Bless.
Okay. That 22 is a 10 damage, and I'm gonna roll a D4 just for the this.
What's it turn into?
I did a 10 damage.
So 10
and
damage.
I just rolled a 2 on top of that 11.
So it's a 13. It still doesn't hit.
You did. Good.
It's worth a shot.
Like, ah!
Okay. Anything with your bonus action?
I can't really do much. Don't have any druidy powers to help the plant grow, so.
Okay. It is the zombies' turn. And one of them advances on Hera and moves 30 feet in this state. So reaches you.
That's a quick zombie.
The other 2 go to the moss and start ripping away at it. So, zombie on Hera makes 2 attacks.
Rude.
It's not good. I assure you, it's not good.
Yeah.
Rude, not good.
No, it's 100% rude.
Oh yeah, it's rude.
No.
Hooray! Attacked by zombies. It's like my birthday.
First attack is 26 to hit.
What to hit?
26.
Oh no. Yes, 100%.
The other one's a 24.
Oh, yeah.
What are these zombies made of? Sheet metal?
Death.
Little
They
zombies.
were literally to a person. They were bodybuilders, just dead bodies.
Buff zombies.
See some very swole zombies.
Oh.
Just remember that you do have 9 temp HP.
Not anymore.
No, I was low anyway.
So the first one, oof.
Oh, not good sound. No.
You take 8 bludgeoning damage and 12 necrotic damage on the first attack.
Oh no!
You then take...
Ugh.
I've already forgotten the numbers.
Really low.
7
So low.
7 bludgeoning
Yeah.
and 9 necrotic damage. I was trying to say necromantic damage, which I suppose technically it did, but it's not.
Wait, am I resistant against that? No. Brilliant. Oh.
What's the point in being reborn if you're not even resistant to it?
Yeah, what's the point?
You're already dead.
How fucked are you, Scar?
I am mathing as we speak.
Okay.
That's pretty fucked.
I'm not like, oh my god, I'm pretty. That's all right. I'm all right for now. It's okay.
The other...
None of those are numbers, Scar!
the other 2 zombies tearing away at the moss. Actually, the moss seems to be quite resistant. It's kind of staying really steadfast in the kind of crevices that it has. Only one of the zombies attacks as it kind of rips away at the at this plant seem to do any damage, and even then not a vast swathe.
Guys, that moss is hardier than we are.
Speak for
I'm gonna be moss.
Apart from you, hit point sack.
And
yeah,
as you stand watching these zombies tearing into Hera and the moss on the obelisk, that is where we will take our break.
Ooh.
So, being as we've returned to Seeds of Defiance and we were doing a slightly different method of anagramming in the breaks, your puzzle will be a 9-letter word that I have scrambled, put into alphabetical order, and all I ask of you is that you try and get the 9-letter word. Any 9-letter word, in fact. I don't mind if it's the one I particularly had or not. Just, give me 9 letters. I will give you a D10 inspiration to use at some point on a D20 roll. Your letters are C, E, E, R, 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 S, T, U. That is
got it.
C, E, E, R, 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 S, T, U. Well, see what other ones you get as well. Cool. I hope that you enjoy your break. We will see you in 5 to 10. We are delighted to be sponsored by Hero Forge. Hero Forge offers fully customizable tabletop minis with dozens of fantasy species and thousands of parts to choose from. You can see all of the minis that we designed for this stream in the overlay, and they animate when we enter the combat, so look out for that. Hero Forge are fantastic, so do check out the Pro membership where you can get premium access to features ahead of time, and beta access to things, and all sorts of cool stuff that just makes your life a lot easier. And you can check them out at heroforge.com.
We are delighted to be sponsored by Ultra Pro. They make accessories for D&D, Magic the Gathering, and more. My favourite part of their collection are their figurines of adorable power. Here is their gazer. They also make other things such as deck boxes if you play Magic the Gathering. You can find all of Ultra Pro stuff at ultrapro.com.
Hey friends, check out our new sponsor, Phoenix Dice, for a carefully curated menagerie of click-clack math rocks for your delectation. Check out their entire selection at phoenixdice.com, and just so you know, Phoenix Dice are all about living gloriously in the worlds of tabletop games and sustainably in this one, which means their dice are working to be recycled, their packaging is recycled, the dice are made of sustainable materials. It's all great stuff. You should definitely get involved. You can also join us today in chat with a chance to be in a raffle and win some Phoenix Dice of your own. Just put !dice into chat and you'll be in with a chance to win.
We are proud to be sponsored by Alchemy RPG. Reimagine your gaming experience with Alchemy. They're focused on creating immersive, cinematic experiences everywhere you interact with tabletop role-playing games. You could be playing a game, creating a world, streaming, watching live games, discovering new content. Look at all the cool stuff that they are doing there. You can use environmental motion art, scene-based music, seamless character management to run your games over the internet, with upcoming features including homebrew content, streaming overlays, and spectator mode. So go and check out alchemyrpg.com.
Pick up your gear and open your chests. Throw on your armor and head out on a quest. Hey, hey, it's a brand new day. On the South Coast, your allies will help with blades and bows and magic as well. Hey, hey, heroes on their way. Fighting together against overwhelming odds. Fighting together in favor of multiple gods. Idle champions of the forgotten realms. Idle champions.
We're delighted to be supported by Idle Champions of the Forgotten Realms, a Dungeons & Dragons strategy video game that brings together D&D characters from novels, adventures, and multiple live streams into a single grand adventure. Select your heroes and formation and battle through waves of monsters for free on PC, phone, PlayStation, Xbox, and Nintendo Switch. You can pop exclamation code into chat for a free Electrum test.
We're delighted to be supported by Neverwinter. In Neverwinter, explore and defend one of the most beautiful cities from Dungeons & Dragons' Forgotten Realms campaign setting as it rises from the ashes of destruction. Epic stories, action combat, and classic role-playing await those heroes courageous enough to enter the fantastic world of Neverwinter. Neverwinter is completely free to play, so set yourself up an account today and pop !NW gift into chat for a link to a free gift.
Check out our wonderful supporters Elderwood Academy, who make beautiful bespoke gaming-themed gear, including hex chest dice boxes, spellbook deck boxes disguised as bespoke ancient arcane tomes, and scroll and codex dice tower and rolling tray pairings. Make your own with their online designer at elderwoodacademy.com.
Welcome back to part 2 of Seeds of Defiance 4. Yes, 4.
7 months later.
The long-awaited. Before we get into it, we have an anagram to solve. Now, I know, Chris, you got it pretty much straight away. Did anyone have any fun words that they'd like to say before we give the answer? Or an answer?
Leaving aside the 9-letter one, there is rescuer and securer. And then also trees, or recut, or reset, or crew it, if you wanted to be list 5-letter words.
So I did get a word, but I'll have to use it in a sentence, otherwise it'll be inappropriate.
Now we've got to hear it.
Go on.
So Rex is assuming that this wizard has erects this obelisk. So the word is erects. He has erected. Erects.
Erects.
Erects, yeah.
Yes.
Or rescue. That's another one too. I just know.
Rescue that erects.
Yeah. Well, should have gone with that.
Yeah. Hopefully these are things that you will not need. Chris, did you have any other words before you give us the 9? crust.
Like a pie.
Or a zombie's eye.
Which I can't eat because I don't eat gluten.
Pie.
Put us out of our misery. What is the 9-letter?
Resurrect.
Resurrect, yes. It is indeed, which is what we've done for this campaign. Hooray!
That
Right,
was
back
good.
on with the show.
Wow.
Where's that boo card? I've seen that make an emergence on the stream. So.
Cool. So before the break, we jumped back into the action where Maureen had tried to take down a zombie, but turned out to be a big stack of hit points that they weren't expecting. However, we managed to have a bit of a conversation with this person through the medium of plants. There was a bit of discussion as to whether we could trust the plants or not, but eventually shots were fired in the form of massive death clouds, and you decided maybe let's kill the thing trying to kill us for the moment and work it out later. Currently, you have Eldith right up next to the wizard. Maureen, I think 50 foot back.
50 foot plus the 30, it moves to 80.
80 foot back.
Not like that'll stop me.
And then Rex, protagonist, and Hera all roughly kind of 30 foot away. I realise I asked Hera a question, which I didn't specify for the others. Were you going directly for the wizard, or were you kind of veering to one edge of the forest? Johnny?
I was going to the edge.
Yes, so you went to the edge. You went kind of to the eastern edge, closer to where the Myconid village is.
Yes.
Dryad Saddle. Protagonist and Rex, did you just go directly to... I think Rex went directly towards the wizard.
Yeah, I think
Protagonist as well?
Done the same.
Okay. So that is the lay of the land. So, yeah, we jump back into the action at the top of the round where Maureen, you get another stab at this wizard.
Well, I will not beat around the bush. I will run towards, will sort of skid to a stop, and then seeing that everyone is running after the wizard, this is indeed the thing that's going on, will quickly about face and ping, go flying off again, running back towards the wizard.
Okay.
Now... No, I'm 7. I will not cast Zephyr Strikes. I don't need to, because if I dash, I have 90 feet of movement, because I can get up into its furrows. I am mobile, so regardless whether I hit or don't hit with the attack roll, I can get out of dodge. What I will be doing is stepping back 50, 30, 80, 10. I'll step back 10 feet after attacking, so getting probably 10 feet on the other side of him.
Okay.
To encourage him not to run away anymore. And also that if he tries to do any kind of area of effect thing to hit me and LD, it has to be around him, not a cone. Maureen's not that smart. Fuck it, I am. So cut, jump across, like probably do like a cool stab backflip over and then land on the far side of him, just ping out, like not this way, like sort of trying to stop him from running away any further. I have to use a bonus action to dash, which means I don't only get one attack. And because LD is within 5 feet, sneak attack will kick in if I hit.
Okay.
All of this is correct.
So far.
Off we go. We have attack roll. 27.
To hit my wizard?
Yes.
Yeah, 27 hits my wizard, yes.
Crunch time. All right, D6 for my stab, D6 for the rats who sort of fly around me, a swirling maw of rat-like teeth, and a D6 for the favoured foe. And 2D6 for sneak attack makes 5D6 plus 4.
Cool.
24.
Oof. Okay. Still standing.
I will, yeah, as I say, stab, flip over, and land on the far side of him, 10 feet away, so he's not can't just like reach around and touch Faith. But he will be further, basically trying to stop him from running further away. And that's my turn. That's all my actions, bonus actions, all I can do, stab to death.
All right. If that's everything on your turn, Rex, you are up next.
Alright, so we were at the obelisk. I moved 30 feet away. Now I would like to move 30 feet back towards the obelisk. Like, oh, Hera!
Okay.
As I'm running, I will kind of like rotate my arm, and the spectral Reaper scythe will come out as my bonus action and propel itself at Mach 10 into the zombie that is attacking Hera.
What level are you casting this?
Second.
Cool.
I don't remember what that does. I cannot cast it, right?
Yeah, if you upcast
Yes.
it by 2
It is a
levels.
second. It is a second.
It's second level. If you upcast it to level 4, then it does more. But if it's level 3, it does nothing. And it upcasts every 2 levels.
That's fine. I'll just do it.
Settle.
So my bonus action attack will be a 26 to hit.
The zombies?
The zombie, specifically the single one attacking Hera.
Yes, yeah, that's absolutely fine. Yes, that does hit, surprisingly.
6 points of damage.
6.
You said it Mach 10, so I'm probably imagining like an airplane propeller just
Yeah, that's kind of what I imagine, yeah. I kind of imagine it like a lawnmower blade. I don't know why. And then as I'm running towards the obelisk, I pull out the symbol of Kalimvor, finally able to use my priestiness to my advantage, and you shall not pass! Away with you fiends! And I would like to channel divinity, turn undead.
Okay.
On as many of them as I can get, but making sure that I get the 2 that are ripping up the most, because I've seen that the plants are helping, and I need them to stop doing that.
Okay. What's the range on it?
30 feet.
30 feet.
So I have 60 feet to throw the thing at Hera, so that's going to be enough range regardless of where I go.
Yeah, that was fine, because Hera kind of came towards you. So if you kind of ran back to the monolith to try and stop them from destroying the moss, then 30 feet would just reach the one attacking Hera, and it would be enough to get...
And those 2 as well, perfect.
Yeah. Cool.
So it's a wisdom saving throw that however many... I am doing this on any that haven't animated yet as well. So if there's any in that radius that haven't animated either, I would because I know that they can, and it may not destroy them. Depends if they're CR1 or lower.
We're so scared. We would run, but we're quickly plants.
Okay.
Leave these plants alone. Hey, teacher. Leave those plants alone.
The one on Hera gets a 17.
Meets it, beats it, I think, right?
Boom.
Yeah. The one that had taken damage from protagonist, and is attacking the monolith, gets a 19.
Ooh.
And the one that was almost a 3 and a 4 with advantage, but it was a 20. I'm afraid they have advantage on attempts to turn undead, these ones. So that was a 20.
Well, that was an absolute fail.
However...
Just Kalimvor from on high.
Well, that shut the bed.
I said answer the phone!
A number of the smaller zombies do not have so much luck, so I will got to maths and work out how many of them are not. That's it.
Of the 16, how many are little?
So 3 got unleashed. One of them is your friend. I shouldn't have added them up. Can anyone see what my rolls are individually?
No.
Oh no, I can.
Every DM's bane of existence. I gave an accurate number, therefore I have to roll that many times.
What was your DC?
It's a DC 17 wisdom saving throw.
17. Fail, pass.
I was hoping zombies weren't so wise, but it seems we are
Fail, pass.
set on all sides, my friends.
Fail, pass. fail.
I think it's fair to say these zombies are massive.
Yeah.
Pass.
Somehow.
But are they under CR1? Because if they are...
No, look at them. They're doing 8 plus necrotic. I think they're probably CR way more than that.
I can tell you.
Well, Rex's thought is that they are being magically enhanced, so they might not be.
They're like the rock, but zombies.
Yeah.
So, this might be telling. Of the ones that are being subdued by the plants, they are now 8 of them failed it, which I believe means that 8 of them are dust.
Only if they're CR1 or lower.
Because they're being subdued, those ones are. So 8 of them go.
Is LD's friend? Is LD's friend dust?
No.
No. Specifically, is being held up by the thinger.
Okay, so I killed 8.
Talkie pen.
Although I should probably...
No, fuckers!
I'm fine, don't worry!
Are you able to exclude undead creatures from this?
No, famously.
It's no.
Well, Hera is just outside your range, which is lucky. However, LD's friend only got a 16, so does also come under effect. Does it deal damage?
No, so if it doesn't get turned to dust, a turned creature must spend its turn to try to move as far away from me as it can. It can't willingly move to a space within 30 feet of me. Can't take reactions. Press action, it can only take the dash action or try to escape from something that prevents it from moving.
Denver starts trying to move away from you. Is still standing. 8 of them are dust.
I encourage Denver, go quickly!
This was intentional.
By my count, that leaves 4 that are still there and struggling with their bindings.
Okay.
Plus the 3 that are...
Yeah.
So 7.
Yes, yeah. There's 3 that are actively dangerous. There's 4 that are passively dangerous, and 1 that is limping away from Rex.
I appreciate not killing Denver. I really do.
Is not a CR low enough to be destroyed, so you're good. Is that everything on your turn?
Yes. And now I'm 130 feet away from Wizard? Yeah, so I don't think that's fine. Just for my next turn, if I need to look at my spells and see what range I have.
It is now the Necromancer's turn, and he's going to look at LD, who has stood right in front of him.
Yeah, target the tank right in front of you, please.
It's what I'm there for.
And is going to... please could you find the spell? There it is. Oh no, I make an attack against you.
Oh, good, because my AC is so high and strong.
Meep.
Is it?
No, it's 17.
Right.
Higher than mine.
Yeah, well, you're tiny.
That's fair. I am a tiny little rat.
That is a 25 to hit you.
Oh dear.
Oh, yeah, just about.
Right. This spell has been upcast.
Oh, good. Is it a nice spell that gives me puppies to cuddle?
Yeah,
and a cheese plate.
Is it vampiric touch? Or?
It is vampiric touch.
Mother.
It might be.
So.
I mean, it's exactly what I would do. Seems like I'm low on hit points. I'll have yours. Thank you very much.
I had it as Ava, so I cannot complain.
Yeah.
Well, I have it.
36 points of necrotic damage.
How many?
36.
Oh, that's fine.
And I'm now concentrating on vampiric touch instead.
Cool.
Hang on, does that mean you got back 72 hit points? Because if so, fuck that noise.
So I succeeded on the attack.
You get half of them back again. I can't remember.
Yeah, the target takes the necrotic damage, and I regain points equal to half the amount.
It's nothing off my hit point max, though, right? It's just damage?
Just damage.
Just damage,
That's fine.
It's half the 36.
Still got like twice as many hit points as Rex. It's all good.
18.
Shots fired.
Oh no, that's just truth.
Don't forget, Rex has been ravished by time.
I'm very happy for him.
Like 6 constitution, I'm proud of.
Right, I don't think I've really got any. I mean, I wouldn't be able to cast a spell anyway. I've not got any bonus action cantrips, and I don't think I've got any nice abilities that are going to help me here. So, and I didn't kill you with that thing, so.
I feel like 'tis barely a scratch, Sean. I'm just putting it out there.
Potentially.
It's, a sizable inconvenience.
I mean, I possibly thought I was going to roll better on 9d6s, but,
Oh, yeah, you should have done. I'm so sorry.
No, that's the average.
Yeah, but it seems only fair.
That is my turn. Protagonist, you're up next.
Oh, I think I'm gonna keep charging towards the wizard and
bringing up the rear.
Sorry,
bringing up the rear.
Yeah. And yeah, I have my attack and extra attack, so I'm gonna I crossbow head kind of comes out my jacket, bits spring out, and I'm gonna take 2 shots at the wizard.
Okay.
Oh, that's 11. Oh my god! Hang on, I have some things that I can do. No,
Remember the default from the bond.
Yeah. Yes.
That didn't look good.
It was not. It was not. Yeah, so that was a 12. Oh no, wait, hang on. Yeah. So a 12, and then
to hit.
Sorry.
12 to hit.
Yes, 12 to hit, and then a 14 to hit.
Hang on. Jay, flash of genius.
Sorry.
You're an artificer. You have flash of genius.
Yeah. Hang on, where is it?
Gives you a +5, doesn't it?
I can add another. I get a +4.
It's 4.
Yeah.
Ah.
So I can make one of them. Yeah, so that can be an 18. And a
18 will hit. Yes.
There we go.
Cool. That's totally thrown me. Hang on. There's other things that I wanted to do effect. What the fuck were they? Right. Yes, I remember. Cool. So that one hits. And oh right, sorry, I misunderstood that. Before I do that, I would cast Branding Smite as a bonus action. Sorry, I thought it was a thing that I did as I hit.
The 1D&D rules mean that it probably will be in the long run.
Okay, right. That spell slot's gone. Oh dear, it's very low at spell slots now. So that will be one of them. It's a 9, and then one of them. That's 6, and then I think I can also do.
What's it called? Arcane Jolt?
Yep, Arcane Jolt, which is 2d6. So that's 15 so far. So that's 26 points of damage.
Ouch. Okay. So much for Vampiric Touch. Okay.
Got con check as well, sure.
Why? Oh, because vampiric touch is concentration. I will do that.
Like a red wizard of hay now.
Yeah, fails it. Does not have vampiric touch up anymore. You'll be glad to know.
It does mean he's got his action for something else, which is concerning, but there you go.
If he gets to it. Is there anything else on your turn?
Oh, that's me.
Okay. In that case, LD.
Right. He stole my hit points. I want to slash him with my claws, please.
Yep, I don't blame you. Go for it.
So I have 3 attacks with my claws form of the beast. Each of those is a +10 to hit, and then a d8 +6, and then I add 2d8 to each of them as well. And I'm raging, so it's another +2 for each. I'm saying this out loud so you can all remind me when I inevitably forget it in approximately 20 seconds' time. Should I
You can
just
also
roll?
add a d4 as well to each of your attacks because of the bond, remember?
Amazing.
D4 to the attack roll, not the damage.
Yeah, the attack roll specifically.
But what if I wanted to add it to the damage?
I'll re-roll a bard for you.
My hero. One of those without the d4 is a 29, one is a 24, one is a 25.
All of those would hit.
Oh, fucking damn.
Beautiful.
So excited. I've waited 4
I
months.
think my
for this
wizard's
holy
walking
weapon.
away from this one.
Hey Rebecca, roll some attack rolls. Oh, they look like they all hit.
Is that not... None of you have numbers lower than 10 on your dice, right? And actually, as a bonus action, I'm going to use my giant's might, so my first attack is going to deal an extra d6. Okay, so they all hit. So can I just do it all as a chunk, Sean? Is that okay?
Absolutely fine with me.
Okay.
Can you maul him like a bear?
Yes, that's sure. Okay, so the 3d8 from just hitting with my form of the claws is a 7 and a 5 is 12, 14. And then I add 18 to that, so that is 32. And then I add 6 because I'm raging, 38. And then I add a d6 from my giant's might, which is a 5, 43.
And then 68.
No, 43, you're right.
And then I have 68. I said 43. That's 17, 60. And then I'm going to roll the last 3d8. 10, 15, 75 points of damage, please, Sean.
75?
With radiant damage in there as well.
Yes. Yes, that was a mix of... I really don't know how to separate it back out again if you need me to. A mix of slashing damage and...
43 minus 75. The top half of that is radiant.
Also, your claws are magical because my spell makes them magic.
Doesn't matter, we dispelled that a while ago.
I mean, assuming that... even if I did have the stone skin still up, that was still 59 points over what he had left. So how do you do this?
Cocaine bear this ass.
Oh, I thought this was going to be hard. Okay.
So did I.
Oh, no, do a King Shark from Suicide Squad. Just pick him up and tear him in half.
Yeah, that sounds fun.
Okay. As you literally kind of tear this wizard in half, you notice as he falls to the ground, his skin kind of turns a very dull grey, and all the colour kind of goes out of him. And as he hits the floor, he kind of crumbles already in an ashen manner. Is that everything on your turn?
Yes.
Was there a bit? Okay, was there a gout of blood, or was he already crumbling to ash by the time that he was being torn in half?
There was blood. Definitely something died, but
Cool.
His
I was
body
standing
has not
behind it,
behaved.
so
I mean, for the fun of it, I could have invoked my fire rune just as a thing because I hit, but that feels like overkill, so maybe I'll leave it.
yeah, Marine's drenched. Well done, LD.
Can I, for flavour, Sean, you can say no, because I have absolutely no turn left. Can I press to digitate Marine?
Yeah, why not?
Thanks. Oh, sorry.
I can't remember how much of an area this one cantrip can do, so you can at least do their face.
I'll hose off their face, yeah?
Is it like it's just like a
Magical hose,
magic squeegee over the face?
Pretty much. Yes, just 1 cubic foot, so the cubic foot of your face is clean now.
Thank you.
Sorry, I may have got a little emotional, carried away. Protagonist, if that was your boss, I am sorry. If you would like me to be sorry, in which case I am.
A client is not the same as a boss. I will not get paid, but I think I did that to myself before you.
Oh, how much was he going to be paying you?
5,000 gold.
Insight check.
I don't know, because this is not something. Oh.
And actually, also, LD has no concept of money. She would not bother insight checking that. And so I'm not going to bother. Oh, okay. Yes. We can. My family can see to that. That's absolutely fine.
When you say 5,000 gold, you will hear a faint meep, because it's more money than Marine's ever thought of.
Meanwhile, Hera, you are facing off against a zombie.
Yep.
And it is your turn. Unless LD has anything else, but I think that was
I
it.
really don't. I have done a whole turn and then you've let me squeak in a cantrip, so absolutely not.
Blood on my shoes.
I think I'm going to do a little bit of a panic. A little bit of a panic and chill touch the face. Chill touch the face.
Please chill touch the face. Is that a save or is it a attack roll?
It's Dex save.
I think it doesn't have it on here. Beg your
Not a
pardon.
Dex save. It's a con save.
Definitely, yeah. Can look it up. I roll rubbish anyway.
I don't think. Oh, it is a to hit. Never mind.
Chill touch, yes?
Yes,
Yes, to hit, please. What did you roll?
a 14.
That's not going to hit, I'm afraid. Oh, but do you still have the feature that Rex gives you?
A D4, remember?
Oh, thank you for reminding me. I do beg your pardon.
And remember the extra effect from Tilt Touch if it does hit on undead.
Oh, 40, 50, 16. Probably not, though.
16 hits, yes.
Oh, ooh! I do not remember the extra thingy on because I haven't got it up on my Google.
It has a disadvantage on attack rolls against you until the end of your next turn.
Oh, lovely. Thank you very much. 16!
16 damage?
Yeah.
Nice. Okay. That's definitely maths I can do. Cool.
I'll do
Numbers.
maths, hence the...
Anything with your bonus action?
No, I'm just basically panicking. If I move, it's going to thwop me, so no.
Has a disadvantage on the attack roll, Sam?
No, I did. Look, it's a buff Zambul who can really bop me, so I'm not good. I'm rolling rubbish, so nope.
If that's everything on your turn, it is now the zombie's turn. And for ease, I am going to do the one that is close to you first. So that's numbers. Disadvantage though. What is the best way for me to? I can't work it out, so I'm just going to have to do it in my head. That's not going to hit you. 9.
Nope.
And then the second one. Another 9.
Nope, both miss.
Nice.
Yay.
One of the two that is attacking the moss is going to peel away and go for Rex. This one does not have disadvantage.
Let's dance, pretty boy.
That was a crit.
No, see?
Walked into that, Johnny. My God.
Wow.
Right.
Now the end is near. Touche, Karma.
So the actual force of the impact as this zombie slaps you one only comes to 6. I think that's right. 6. I literally rolled 2 1s on the 2d6.
But
that's not what I'm worried about. What happens next is what I'm worried about.
The necrotic comes to 15.
Is that it?
Yes, on attack 1.
On the crit?
Yeah, I rolled. It's 1d6 bludgeoning, 2d6 necrotic, and I rolled twice. You forget this is me rolling.
Why is Slippery Jack rolling? Okay, that's fine. I like.
He's the real villain of the piece, mate.
I bow down to try and I squat, try and take the blow, but it's definitely rattled me. It wouldn't rattle anyone else, but it rattles me a bit more. But I'm okay.
The next hit is only an 11.
Aha!
So it's not gonna hit you. And then the other one is going to attack the moss. Unsuccessfully.
Yeah.
Failed to dislodge moss.
The second one hits. And I am rolling like myself to be
Pause the wall.
Oh, soft.
That is my 3 remaining zombies. So that is everything. Meaning it's back to the top of the round, and Murine. You're about 130 feet away from these, which I don't feel like is going to be any hindrance. You're only 100 feet away from the one attacking Hera.
Okay.
Only 100 feet.
A mere 10 feet.
Oh, rat.
Yes, I will once more use my Zephyr Strike and fly like the motherfucking wind. And zoom back across almost the entire thing again. It's not Sonic. It's... Is it Sonic? I don't
Crash
know.
Bandicoot. Are you spinning as you go?
Just a sort of it's more of a
Sonic one. You get the speed shoes.
Yeah, so we get speed shoes. I don't have speed shoes. I'm just naturally this fast. I think I will visualize it less as Sonic and more as a zooming across in almost a Last Airbender Naruto run, like just moving very, very, very quickly with the power of the wind, and will then be running past the one. I'm probably trying to hamstring the one on Hera, just cutting as I go, and I'll also pop off the Zephyr Strike so I can step away with the extra 30 feet and also get the attack plus the D8. And it's next to Hera, so the sneak attack, yada. Right. Hit with advantage. Thank God for advantage. Non-natural 20.
Non-natural 20 will hit. Please roll me your damage.
Okay, so it's once again the 1d6 for the sword, 1d6 for the rats, 1d6 for the favoured foe, which I'll move to it. Which is free. 2d6 for the sneak attack, plus 4, plus 1d8 for the Zephyr Strike.
Cool. 5d6, 1d8, and 4.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. d6 plus 4. Not so good. 23. I can get quite far away past, so I'll do the same trick again. I'll be 10 feet away from it in a direction so that I can keep diving into combat with it, but without being in range of it.
Kind of anime style, stood on the other side waiting for it to fall over kind of style.
Way less cool than that. It's always like blades putting out in front of the face, like no. It's never cool. It's always terrified.
I imagine at the speeds you've been running as well, you've dried all of the necromancer blood on your clothes as well.
Oh, the rats are swarming all over me, eating the blood. Was that not? Yeah, and pissing because rats were pissing all the time.
Anyway, anything else in your turn?
Nope.
Rex, you're up next.
Okay. Bonus action will be to spin my spiritual weapon again.
Okay. Attacking the one on Hera.
Yeah. That is a 13 to hit. Oh, wait, I chose myself this time, so I get to add a d4.
I chose myself this time.
16?
16 hits.
That's max damage. That's 13 points of spiritual force damage.
Sweet.
And then Rex kind of squats down slightly and does like a lunge attack. And his shield kind of glows brightly, golden light. And as he kind of thrusts it forward, there's a column of almost like sunlight from his shield that streams out. But it kind of goes around the zombie in front of him and goes around the zombie by the monolith obelisk shaft thing. And instead of hitting, it starts to form into this giant version of Rex. I'm using Guardian of Faith. So a large spectral guardian hovers for the duration in an unoccupied space of your choice. So I'm choosing it right next to the monolith, basically, trying to get this thing off it. The creature occupies the space and is indistinct except a gleaming sword and shield emblazoned with the symbol of Kellenvor. So any hostile creature that starts its turn there or willingly moves into its area will make a dexterity saving throw or take 20 points of radiant damage.
Nice.
And that's it. That's what I'm going to do.
Okay.
So I've erected this giant version of Rex, who's going to hopefully try and stop that zombie on its turn, and spiritual weapon. And that's
okay. If that's everything on your turn, then it is no longer the necromancer's turn, but protagonist, you're next.
Cool. Wait. Can you sort of describe where the different zombies are currently? I've lost track of wherever.
That's all right. So I don't think you'd moved closer to the necromancer, had you?
I did continue to move.
You did continue. Okay, so you're kind of sort of in the middle. So 30 feet away from you, there is a zombie attacking Hera.
Yep.
30 feet away from that are both Murine and Rex, probably slightly disparate. There's a zombie actively attacking Rex, and then there's also another 4 that are just kind of hovering, just sort of starting to meander a bit closer, but not currently threatening. And the one attacking the obelisk.
Yes.
Or more accurately, the moss on the obelisk.
Cool. I'm going to run over and attack the one that's going for Hera, I think. And as I get there, the sort of armed tentacles like sort of lift up out the way, and like a couple of blades pop out of the middle of like slits in the jacket and just kind of hack at this thing in quite a weird robotic mechanical kind of way.
Go gadget blades.
Go gadget shiv.
Yeah.
Don't forget your D4.
Go gadget prison yard rules.
That's better. So that one's 17 to hit.
Hits.
And then the other one. That one's also 17 to hit.
Also hits.
And then, yeah, I don't have another spell slot for that, so that's fine. But I can do my Arcane Jolt again. Right, so. One of them. Oh, come on! So 2d6 plus 4 became 6.
Boo. Boo.
I know, right? And so this is at 6 and 8, so that's 14 plus. plus another 7, so 23.
23, nice.
Yes.
Awesome. Anything else on your turn? Bonus actions?
Nope. That's me. Thank you.
Okay. LD.
Right. I have just remembered emboldening bond, which would have been really good for me to use this round.
Too far away.
Oh, good. How far away am I from the aggressive, attacky zombies, not just the ones who are shambling?
You are 100 from the one that is attacking Hera, and 130 from the other ones.
I'm going to go for a jog 60 feet towards Hera, please.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, your last turn was epic.
Yes, I really can't complain. And if someone doesn't hit me this turn, I will lose rage. But that's okay, I have another one.
Okay. I was going to say, I mean, you can try and lob an axe, but...
I have some spines I can grow, which are javelins flavoured as spines. But also, nah. I will just go for a little ragey jog.
The thing is, 60 feet around is impressively fast. I'm just ridiculous.
Do you don't get any more distance if you're suddenly a large creature, do you? No, I thought I'm large for my giant's might just for a little bit, but nope.
Yeah, very
I'm
not.
coming.
Okay. Going for your angry your angry jog. Just to be fair, I mean, every jog I do is angry.
It's the way to get through it.
Don't
Hera,
go
back to
jogging,
you.
the answer.
Scarlet, what do you would like to do on your turn? You're muted.
Sorry. I still have this buff killer in front of me, don't I?
Mm-hmm.
Can you just...
Can you smell what the rock is cooking? Dead zombie.
We don't want to. Go away.
Permanent raised eyebrow.
I'm going to try Chill Touch again to try and give it.
Roll me your attack.
What's the default?
That hits.
You don't.
Because I can. 20.
That extra hits.
Yeah. Take that gross thing. 3.
But at least it has disadvantage on attacks against you again.
Yeah. So helpful.
Cool. Bonus actions?
I'm going to step out of the way, please.
Okay. So you will take the opportunity attack.
Yeah, I want to get out of the way.
Protagonist is also in melee range. If it wanted to save its opportunity attack.
It's its turn next. So it gets
Never
reaction back.
fucking mind.
With disadvantage to attack you, that is a 16.
Oh yeah, that hits.
I'll use my reaction to teleport away from my zombie and take the hit.
Okay.
No!
I've got you!
No!
Don't ask how I move this fast. I don't know.
Now Rex will die.
5 points of bludgeoning and 13 points of necrotic.
That was more than the crit.
Are you still up, paper thin boy?
Yeah, I'm still up.
Okay.
I am bloodied.
Still
Bloodied, but
10
not yet
feet
beaten.
too far away.
Just so that everybody's aware, the moss is looking quite. It's taken a couple of hits, and it's now looking like it might crumble if it takes a couple of good hits again.
And if the moss dies, all of the zombies become. Yeah. Okay.
They're imagining something similar, but hopefully the Guardian of Faith will kill it.
That is true. So
it was the zombie's turn.
Well, that was.
Is it TikTok Guardian of Faith o'clock?
So that was the opportunity attack on Hera. It is now the zombies' turns. So what is it? So one of them starts in range. The other one was next to Rex. So did you say it was like 20 foot?
Sorry, let me just double check. Oh, quick! 4th level spells.
Dex save or it hits, isn't it? Guaranteed 20 points. No roll.
It's if you move within. It's a large creature, and if you move within 10 feet of the creature.
If you move within or start your turn there, surely.
It's both. So if you start your turn or you move within 10 feet, you take 20 points of radiant damage on a failed dexterity saving throw.
Which they both do.
Which I hope that was the intention.
Yeah.
Is Murine next to this one, or did Murine kind of...
I went for the one on Hera and went...
It's a hostile creature, I should say. For my guardian.
I went for the one on Hera and then went 10 feet past it, so I don't know, geometry-wise.
Probably ended up on the edge of the wooded area. Okay. In that case, both of the zombies that are not on Hera are going to...
Dex saves.
Yeah, be near it and take it. So that is... I'm just going to roll them both.
The saving throw?
Dexterity, you said, didn't you?
Yeah.
One of them's a 12, one of them's a 13.
So they both take 20 points of radiant damage.
Okay.
And I have 20 points left to dish out from the guardian. It's a total of 60 points until it vanishes. Spectral Rex, yes!
Is Spectral Rex buffer than you?
Oh, definitely. He's like... he has not been ravaged by any...
Not been ravished by anything?
Yeah.
He's the one that got ravished. That makes sense.
Ouch. Right. So they take that and then they go about their turns. So I'm going to do the attacks on Hera first. So the first one is not going to hit you.
I moved away.
That's right. But protagonist is there instead. I would say protagonist. Well, the first one's a 1 anyway, so it does not hit. The next one, 18.
Yeah. What am I being hit by? Sorry.
The zombie that was previously attacking Hera.
Wacky, waving, inflatable arm, flailing zombie man.
Poof, magic shield.
So you don't take anything.
Nope.
Okie dokie.
You say suck it.
But that's the last spell slot.
Oh shit.
So that is a hit on the moss.
How far away is Eldith now?
40 still. Because I was 100 and I ran 60.
40 to the zombie that protagonist is on.
Yes.
Non-protagonist. Yeah, another...
Hera.
Yeah, Hera's moved back.
Yes,
protagonist is now there. It's another 30 feet past there, back to the obelisk.
The second hit does not catch the... does not damage the moss. Third one does not damage the moss. Last attack is not going to hit the moss.
Just this splendid visual of just these zombies just reaching almost like trying to claw it, and this moss just going la la la. Oh, it's gentle, soft strokies for them.
Shouted as I thought it was.
It's quite. They're trying to kind of rip it out, but as kind of previously described, it's burrowed quite in there. So, but it is kind of hanging out its last 4 legs. So, just to remind everybody where everybody is, Hera, you moved away from the zombie, back towards the other zombies, or towards where Eldith is running.
No.
Closer to the obelisk.
Closer to the obelisk, okay.
Yes.
So you're close to the obelisk. Protagonist Jones back where Hera was, so on the eastern side of this clearing. Murine, you kind of hurtled past the zombie, so also sort of on the eastern
so
side.
fast I just couldn't stop. Just, and I was probably sliding in the blood on my feet as well.
Rex, you're near the obelisk as well?
No, I teleported, remember?
That's
to
right.
Hera.
To Hera, yes,
So
that's right. So
Rex is also there with them next to the one that Jones is next to.
Oh, on the eastern side. And who have I missed? I've missed someone.
LD's
hurtling at speed.
50 feet away or 70 feet away, on my way.
Okie We go back to the top of the round, and it is Murine.
Okay. Murine sees protagonist getting... No, protagonist is clearly fine. And Hera's running away. Am I aware that the moss is good, but the rock is bad? This feels like very complex thought processes for Murine.
Murine is so dumb.
It's cute, though.
It's an intelligence of 9. It's not dumbness. It's more of just
say,
it doesn't understand.
I would say Murine has established rock is bad, zombies are bad.
Okay.
And zombies are attacking plants.
I think you'd attack zombie.
I'm not saying I would attack zombies. Do I go attack the zombies who are attacking the plants, or do I go attack the zombies who are attacking my friends? Because that friends makes more sense to Miriam, but also don't want to have to deal with more zombies because didn't deal with plants.
Happy for you to roll a insight.
Insight on
self-insight. What would Murine do?
Oh, I don't know. I'll do what I always do. Roll an intelligence check. Cool. I'm attacking the moss. Not the moss. That was dumb. I'm attacking the zombies who are attacking the moss. There we go. I will run to where Spectral Rex is dishing out the smacks, and will go for the zombies attacking the moss and just start doing stabs. I'm going to save my last spell slot because I'm concerned this isn't the final fight. Right. So I will run in. Interesting, Sean. Is there any way? Does Big Spectral Rex give me sneak attack for the ally?
I think it's explicitly not a creature, if I remember this rightly, because you can't target it to try and get rid of it.
Cool.
Sorry.
Cool. Can I use my incredible speed to hide on the way, maybe behind a Spectral Rex briefly, to then leap out and stab it?
You could leap through the Spectral Rex.
Oh, that's even better. Can I leap through the Spectral Rex? Can I hide behind the Spectral Rex and leap through it?
You know, I was going to ask for a stealth roll, but this is too cool to not let it happen. So yeah.
No. I'll do the stealth roll, please. I'll do the stealth roll. I'm fine doing the stealth roll.
I'm not expecting you to fail it.
Well, no, because I rolled a 3, which makes it a 15.
Okay. And what was it you were hoping that you would get sneak attack from?
Sneak attack from the zombie not knowing where I am.
I think the only fair way is to roll a perception for the zombie.
Okay.
Which is a number. I don't have any skills at the appropriate level, so I'll just have to roll and let you know that was a 10. So, yes.
Leaping through Rex, and I will stab the Zomboni. Right, here we go. Attack roll. Come on. Ooh, 27.
To hit?
Yes.
Absolutely hits. Quick question. Are you going for the one that looks slightly less healthy or the healthier one?
The slightly less healthy one. I'm an assassin.
People like to make them equal.
I'm an assassin.
Or deal all the damage to the stuff.
5d6 plus 4. Average. 21.
Okay. Is that including the d8?
No d8.
No, that was
I didn't Zephyr Strike, so no d8.
That's right.
No, I've got one spell slot left, and as I say, kind of concerned, so I'm hanging on to that.
Fair.
Okay. Movement-wise, how much movement did it take me to hide behind Spectral Rex, leap through Spectral Rex, and stab the zombie?
10 feet.
Oh, wow. Okay. Then I will, as I stab, I will do a little swirly spin around, and I am back behind Spectral Rex.
Cool.
I'm not hiding.
Yeah.
I will be next turn.
No worries. If that's everything on your turn, then Rex, you're up next.
I am going to turn and point my finger and go, "Get off my moss, you creatures!" And I'm going to cast Otoluk's Resilience Fear on the moss.
Okay.
Which can target an object or a creature
of
large size or smaller, making it completely immune to any damage.
Johnny. It'll sever the moss's connection with anything, because it's only 10 feet wide.
I suspect that is
Well,
right. Autolytics resilience sphere, right.
Yeah, I didn't think about that part.
The sphere of shimmering force encloses a creature or object of large or smaller size, and willing creature must make a dexterity saving throw. Failed save is
It
enclosed.
doesn't have to be a sphere, because remember, I could use that like a second skin, because it forms around.
Yes, it's
it
whether
is
the entire moss in all of its extensions and vines is
large
or not.
Sure.
So it's covering several sides of the monolith that is 20 foot at its base and then 100 foot tall. I think that the moss itself is probably too big.
Something under the ground. It's not just a random patch of moss.
Fine. You want to do this to me? You know what this? You know what this
I don't
calls
want
for?
you to accidentally remove the moss by protecting it. So
Yeah, I understand. Don't worry. It's fine. It's okay. I have a plan.
And I've saved the school by surrounding it by a wall of fire. You're welcome.
A second large spiritual Rex is going to appear. Because
You
it's
can do
not
it again?
concentration. It's not concentration, yeah.
bum. Okay.
So I'm going to put another Guardian of Faith on top of the creatures.
Complicates
Or
things.
standing right next to the creatures.
Is it standing on top of the other Guardian of Faith? It's like a two. It's like two-way effect.
No, I think they stand next to each other and they kind of hold hands.
Okay.
Like, let's just start swinging.
All right.
But again, the
being
intent
it.
is to have the two that are hidden in the moss will be completely encapsulated in this area. And my bonus action will be to try and spiritual weapon this guy again. That is currently in the middle of all of us. On protagonist, yeah.
Protagonist and yourself.
Well, now we know,
That's
folks.
a
Turned out
19.
that Rex ravished himself.
Yeah, every time
like
I
a
cast this Guardian
self-ravishing.
of Faith, it's like I get more gaunt.
Yes, that hits. Do your damage.
8 points of damage. I'm sorry.
Okay, still standing.
I'm just so excited about two large Rexes. Next turn, I'm going to make another one.
Okay. If that's everything on your turn, then protagonist, it's your turn up.
Cool. I think I'm just going to do the same as I did last time. Take another couple of swipes at the zombie in front of me. So that.
They last for 8 hours. Oh my God.
So that one is so that one's a 16
To hit. Yep.
Yep. And then
Do you want to roll the damage?
the second one's a 25 to hit.
Crunch.
Yes, damage. That one's a 13.
13 points of damage.
Sorry?
13 points of damage is enough to kill this one.
13?
Yep.
Oh, cool.
So would you like your other attack to have hit one of the other zombies if you used your movement to get to it?
Yeah, I suppose so.
Okay.
So yeah, I will. One of the blades just kind of slices diagonally, and I think goes from sort of neck through and just under the armpit. So there's the head and the arm kind of flailing a bit. And seeing that that's done the trick, protagonist will go for the next closest one, I guess, whichever one that is.
Probably the one that Marine attacked.
Yeah, cool.
It obviously also hits, so roll your damage.
So that one, that gets 10 points of damage on that one.
I just imagine these blades like little shivs doing like little sort of slashes. Are these like proper like swords doing like?
Yeah, these are so like
It's
short
like a buzzsaw, isn't it?
size.
This is a buzzsaw.
Just wood chipping this zombie.
I get to do my arcane jolt again, so that one gets another 9 points of damage.
I'm now just imagining the octopus leather facing, picking up the zombie head and just like putting it on its own face.
Is that everything on your turn?
Not that much of a psycho.
Look, Leatherface is a thing. I don't know why you're upset with me.
If that's everything on protagonist's turn, LD, you're up next. You are significantly less angry than you were.
Yes, and the one that was 40 feet away from me has gone poof.
It has.
I would like to spend my turn running 60 feet towards the obelisk, please.
Sorry.
I did 3 turns worth of stuff in my... it's all good.
Sean, we don't have a map, so I'm going to ask a question. Is there a zombie on this side of the side of the obelisk is running towards? Is there an obelisk? Is there a zombie on that side of the obelisk?
There are zombies that are closer, but they're the placid ones.
I only want to attack an angry one. And even my range is, disadvantage from 30 feet, so... Jog, 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 jog.
But next turn...
Next turn, you'll reach one and eviscerate it, so that's...
I have lots of things I could do, but I'm holding on to Holy Weapon, just for when that gets there.
Oh, you don't have to. Do fun things.
I do. No.
Okay.
Do fun things, says Rex, creating radiant versions of himself all over the place.
Yeah, like creating piles of Rexes.
You'll get a narcissistic power fantasy.
Right, if that's everything on Eldie's turn, Hera, you're up next.
The zombie attacking the moss, so is there 2 of them? Or just one?
There are 2 of them, yes.
Right, I want to attack one of them. With a witch bolt, please.
Okay. One of them looks significantly worse off than the other one. If that's
I'll
going to
go
affect
for the healthier one, please.
This is exactly the situation where I expected you would probably do this.
14 plus a d4.
Yeah, do the d4.
Damn, Johnny, that emboldening bond has done work.
17.
17 hits.
It's like a free bless. Imagine if I cast bless at the same time.
And what level are your warlock slots as well?
Pardon?
So you're effectively upcasting Witch Bolt because you are a solo class warlock, right?
Yeah. So you auto cast them at 5th?
Yes, I do.
Okay. So your initial shot, I think, is like 5d12s.
It is 5d12, yes. I've been saving my good spells, okay?
5d12.
29. 29.
Fuck me. 5d12 could be so high, it could be 60.
No. I just see the moss getting destroyed and just getting so angry. I'm just like,
okay.
Get off!
And so your Witch Bolt, how does your Witch Bolt look as you kind of fire this? And it's concentration as well, so you're concentrating on keeping it on the zombie as well.
It's a very sickly green lightning.
Nice. Is that everything on your turn?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes, it is.
I'm going to make dex saves for the 2 zombies that are still in there, and I'm going to assume that this is 2 dex saves each because there are 2 Rexes.
There are 2 Rexes.
If you fail the first dex save once, then it's only 1 dex save, so they only do 3 hits of 20 each. So after it does its 3rd hit of 20, it vanishes.
If you roll them separately, so roll the first one. Yeah.
So this is the least healthy zombie. And that is only an 8.
So I'll do the newer Rex will deal the 20 because I'm hoping
you don't get to choose. The first 20 goes first because it's the one.
Which one would that be?
It's the first one. You cast it first.
Okay, yeah, that's fine then. We'll go with that one.
So that's 20 points of damage radiant.
20 radiant, yeah.
Cool. So 1 Rex shimmers out of existence.
Does the 20 at least kill that zombie?
No.
Dear God, what are these zombies made of?
Next dexterity.
Pure roids.
Roids and muscle shake.
So, but this zombie therefore does still need to do a save for the new Rex.
Yeah, both of them do. Yeah.
Yeah, and that is only a 7.
So he takes another 20 points of radiant. That's 60 radiant.
Point of order: does it automatically deal 20, or does it deal as much as they have left, and then you've got that remaining?
No, so it automatically deal 20, and then that gets taken off the total damage I can do.
Okay. This one
has 40 points. Oh, we killed one! Yes!
Yeah,
just gets absorbed into the spiritual form of Rex.
And the other one only rolled a 2, so we'll take another
20 points.
but survives to make its attacks.
Hey, we did really well.
I tried.
If the moss dies now, then we couldn't have done any more.
That first attack hits.
No.
And I rolled quite well.
No.
Right. This is where it gets fun.
I should have bonded with the moss.
Shitballs.
As the moss, the last of this moss, is pulled away by the zombie that had been attacking it, you notice the sheen of the obelisk suddenly it goes from this kind of matte into a shining, glossy, quartz-like material, and this baleful light bursts out in an arc heading towards obelisk's to its southern side and to its northeastern side, forming a shining circle of death. As you stand on the outside of this circle, LD, you had your weapons were glowing. You had a boon. This light flickers and then fades as the circle that you can see, its energy suddenly used. As it fades out, you can see that all of the trees, all of the creatures, even the zombies that were still left on the other side of this ring are withered, bare. They are all stripped of any vitality, including Father Rex, who was the only one of the party who was on the inside, on the eastern side of this clearing, where the circle, the innermost part of this circle was, as was the village of Dryad's Saddle inside this circle of 9 monoliths. And you can kind of see, now that the trees are withered and dead, you can see for miles across the expanse of this circle, and you can see the 9 shining obelisks. And you can see Rex's body just lying on the edge of this clearing.
How close are we all to the edge of this?
I think you were the furthest out. LD was right on the edge of it. Protagonist and Hera, you were quite close to the obelisk, so you were just kind of on the outer edge of. I mean, it was literally kind of like a blinding light, a whoosh, and almost kind of a fog descending on the inside, as everything was consumed inside this circle. Johnny, I'm afraid there's no save. This is an instant death feature.
What?
Hera runs out to the body.
Funny thing is, my spectral guardian's still there for 8 hours.
And
I'm going to rugby tackle Hera before she crosses the bloody line. Like, we don't know if this is still ongoing or not.
She's just going to go.
Can I rugby tackle Hera before? I mean, I'm tiny. I'll probably just get dragged in.
It will be a strength-based attack roll, but yeah, please do. Contested strength.
What's going on?
Yeah. Oh god.
Fuck it. I'm rolling a fucking strength, but 12. I'm stronger than you.
4. Yes, you are.
So you watch as Irene, this small rat folk, does manage to just kind of tackle Hera down. You can see the smoke is kind of clearing. There is wisps of dark energy just kind of funneling off into the air. The energy that was created by the completion of this circle seems to have dissipated more or less.
Protagonist Jones will walk to the edge of the circle and just have a bit of an investigation to check that.
Please do roll me your investigation.
Sean, is this a dread ring?
So that's an 18.
I will answer both of your questions.
That's out of character. Bureen has no idea what that is, but Chris does.
It's all right, I know. Well, you already spotted that it was a Red Wizard of Thay. You would be aware of... You are aware of the machinations of Zaztan. This is a dread ring. This is a device constructed to consume life in order to funnel necromantic power to its creators. With your 18, you rolled.
Primarily, I just want to know if it's safe to walk over to Rex's body. That's all I'm really checking.
Yeah. You can see the kind of the smoke lifting from the branches. You can see like the earth is scorched, any grass completely raised from its surface. However, it seems to have been an instantaneous effect that happened as soon as the ring was completed. So your best guess, and you're fairly confident on that, is that it is now safe on the inside.
I will take a step into the circle and just turn to Hera and hold out an arm and I believe it is safe.
I'll let you go.
Bring a hand.
If it's clearly safe, then
take the hand to get up and just sprint, just literally like crazy sprint, like a Phoebe from Friends sprint.
Rex was only about 30 feet away from you, so you can get there easily enough.
We'll try and cast Spare the Dying, just to try it.
Yeah, I understand.
Soul's fucking gone. Just gone.
Yep, she's just desperate and she's gonna keep doing it.
If it's possible, Rex's body looks even more gaunt than it did in life.
He was very old to start with.
He wasn't even that old.
So old.
Ravished by
Just
death now.
unhealthy. So old.
I was in my 20s.
So old.
Oh my god.
Get up! Get up! Get up! Just keeps like manically screaming to get up and just bashing this spell in. It keeps going. Is just literally, if she can cry, is crying. Full on.
Rebecca, Eldie's going to have a sudden realization, mostly because I've also just had a sudden realization.
Oh, good.
Denver was shambling away from Rex in the direction of the village, so was also in there. Sorry.
No, are you sure? Because
I thought he was.
Denver was between me and the obelisk, and I was where the village was. So he would have gone the other way because he couldn't willingly move closer to me. So he would have gone west.
Because he
not
failed the
east.
turn undead.
Yeah. So he would have had to move away, which would have been west.
All right.
Yeah.
So, sorry, Johnny. I'm pleased that someone saw it.
Cool. Absolutely fine. I got things turned around in my head. In that case, LD remembers Denver, but if you were to look around, you would see that the plants that were kind of helping him to maintain his sense of self are you kind of see that he was still kind of shambling away at a fairly slow distance and is still kind of just quite close.
Okay.
Although the source of his turning is no longer there, so probably would stop.
Hera and Rex are probably the priority. Denver is dead. Yeah, Cleo. Nope, wrong character. Eldith will deal with that at some point, but right now Hera's having a breakdown. Rex is dead. Eldith is low on the empathy scale, given her wisdom and charisma, but I think she will head over to Hera and do that like awkward hand on the shoulder thing of this is what you're meant to do, yes, when someone is crying. Hera, I think he's dead. But he was from a temple, yes, that could bring people back.
I'm going to look in my pockets for the dandelion, if I still have it.
You do still have a dandelion.
Okay. Can you hear me?
I can always hear you, my love.
We tried to stop it. We tried to fight it off. We tried to save the moss, and it set it off. And now Rex is dead. Can you do anything?
I did see that you were trying to help my moss to remove this threat, but you did everything that you could. I'm aware that your friend's god was not always the most keen on people of my persuasion, for example, of your persuasion, but I know that there is a changing in understanding, so perhaps there's something that we could do. If it's in my power, I will absolutely help you with yours.
What do you need me to do?
I'll be in touch.
Thank you.
That's okay, my love, anytime.
I'm sorry I failed.
You would have only failed if you had hastened the creation of this ring. You did everything you could to stop it. I am a little bit upset about my Balhanath.
And I'm sorry. I'll make you another one.
You don't get a response after that, but you sense that it's more of a, no hard feelings kind of ending.
And Ares is gonna cry. On the armor, just crying on it.
As this scene kind of unfolds, is there anything that anyone would like to say or do before we bring things to a close, or?
It's kind of fitting. I rolled a 15 on a stealth check to try and sneak away and run away.
Oh.
I'm pretty certain that protagonist has a high perception.
Not massively. I have passive perception of 15, so I would.
Okay, meet space.
See you.
I rolled a 3.
Murine, we could use your help before you go. I would like to help Hera with Rex's remains. Would you be willing to assist?
I mean, I just wanted to go.
If you wish to leave us, then I will not stop you.
No, just... If I go, it can't hurt me anymore.
But if you say it might help. Saying goodbye to a friend is helpful, I think.
Gee, can you roll me something? Anything, I don't care what.
Persuasion? Feels fitting.
That is That's 14 persuasion.
What's your passive insight?
13.
13. I think protagonist is able to kind of give. Obviously, you choose what you would do, but protagonist does put across a good point.
Yeah. It's not trying to convince Marine that's a good idea. It's trying to break down years of running away from your problems being the best solution, because then they're gone. I think they'll just look at the ground, look really, really sad, and start trudging back. It has the look of someone like, fine, I guess I'll care, but it's more of a, I don't really know what to do because my solution is to go away, is to vanish. I don't know how to console anybody. I don't know how to. I just go. If going gets tough, I go away.
So, as Noreen comes back and helps protagonist Hera and Eldie with taking Father Rex's body, that is where we will bring tonight to a close. Unless anyone has anything further.
Fuck me, Sean, a tread rate? Jesus.
Johnny.
So, thank you everyone for being a part of this unexpectedly heartbreaking ending to Seeds of Defiance. If you enjoyed tonight... Sorry?
Thank you, Sean.
Oh, Johnny.
If you enjoyed tonight, we play every Monday from 6 p.m. GMT, 10 a.m. PT. And we also play on Tuesdays from 6 p.m. GMT, 10 a.m. PT. And you can join us on Friday, again from 6 p.m. GMT. Other time zones are available. For Talk Together, our chat show where we interview players, DMs, and other TTRPG industry voices, or for Talking is a Free Action, our chat show / question dungeon. All of our shows are streamed at twitch.tv/rolltogetherrpg, and you can find all of our content archived at youtube.com /rolltogetherrpg. And there are podcast versions of all of our shows available everywhere, so please just search for Roll Together RPG. A massive thank you again to our D20 Club on Patreon. There'll be a link in chat now, so please do join them because every penny helps us to make all of this fantastic content. And a big thank you again to our sponsors and supporters. And don't forget, we are all over the socials as Roll Together RPG. Thank you for watching, and we will see you soon.